We're streaming. Everybody in the game? Are we good? Yeah.
That just reminds me of a TikTok I saw. I want to do it so bad. Maybe I'll convince Alex we're doing it Sunday.
Okay.
I'm gonna message him now.
What'd you say, Viranda?
What? Yo, you got to explain that one. Oh, Panda. Viranda. Okay. I mean, that it didn't make any sense to me the first time. It took a minute.
Just do your DM and damn it.
I can't. I'm dealing with this. Are the new characters not on this screen? They're not. Let's drop them on here on the left. Ding. Who's got a guitar?
Oh, I like the pin, the party token. That's cool.
Party token.
I like the panda.
I like the panda.
The panda.
Me likey panda. All right, let's get started.
We'll talk later.
This is an awful start. Everybody has inspiration.
I haven't had enough sleep. That's why it's off to a bad start.
You know what? I slept enough. I've been playing a lot of WoW hardcore. A lot. And some Dark and Darker. Because we are the lizard folk in Dark and Darker. Well, I should stream some of that, honestly. It'd be fun.
You should. I'll watch.
Alright, maybe I will. Welcome back, everybody. Open up your character sheet. Start the night with an inspiration. Mark that off on the top by your portrait. You can see your characters way over here on the left or in the top right on the actor's directory. Give yourself an inspiration. And welcome back. Oh, that music is still loud at half volume. How about quarter? And yes, indeed, D20 rolls. Lowest roll gets to give us... The flying carpet might have to do it. Lowest roll gets to give us a recap of last session.
From your viewpoint, flying carpet.
From your viewpoint, flying carpet.
Go.
Soaring
trying
in
to
the
slash at
sky
me.
above. The
So,
clouds
random lady on me?
So I
blowing by
spent
tendrils left and right. A 20!
I spent most of the session in a dark bag, and then I came out.
Wait. We have 2 7s. It might not be the carpet. It might be the guy that was blacked out the whole time.
You have to commit to it.
So what happened, ye who was totally awake to see all this?
I ran into battle, and something hit me. And then I woke up.
I'd actually really enjoy from his perspective. Could we just like veto and make it?
No, the two of you get to roll off.
Oh, go on.
Rolling!
Oh God, welcome back.
I'm in it against you.
Let
Come
me
on,
move this
Valros.
over here. Let me throw my camera on. Why not? You guys can look at me.
Somebody
Ah.
crit. Okay.
It's better this way.
It is better this way. Another crit. Okay.
Using them early.
Julian, I need you one more time to say your character's name for me, because it looks like it has changed.
It has changed. We've gotten rid of what letter? The I. So it's Hassad Bonzef.
Hassad
And
Bonzef.
We just call him Zef. We just call him Zef.
Hassad Bonzef. All right, I'm gonna change that here. Do you want it to have those cool A's and stuff though? That it has?
If you can make it happen, that's cool.
I can do that because I am great.
Wow.
I am Groot. That's all set. Save, update, save, change it here, save. Although that's just your token, we got to do your actual token. Save, prototype, and save. Update. Boom, boom. There. Hassad Bonzef. Skra. Skla? Skra? How do you say your last name?
Skilla.
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 I like it. It's kind of like a dragon's roar. Anyway, who's doing the recap? 8. Valros.
Yeah.
You can do it from Flying Carpet or Valros or both's perspective. But through one or the other, give us a recap of last session. How did we get here? What are we doing at the moment? I think we're heading back to Loudwater. But yeah.
Yeah, from Flying Carpet's point of view, it was pretty easy for a great deal of the session. I was in a pocket
dimension that was dark. Then I came out and we were in a forest, and then we were attacked. From Valros's point, though, we left Dragdrock Tower after defeating whatever the hell was that in there.
Yeah, talk
And
about it.
we were casually making our way back to town, and along the way, thankfully, we noticed that another group was seemingly stalking us, which quickly devolved into a battle. But at the same time, 2 new potential allies showed up. There was a great ruckus, a lot of fighting, a lot of bleeding.
Is
But
Crawler
we
in the
came out.
party? Is he like part of
No,
the
he
party?
wasn't.
Did you guys kill him? What'd you guys do with Crawler?
He
I think-
is our best
He's
friend.
still with
from
Jupiter.
Cool.
Yeah.
Jupiter uses the mask on him to keep him tame.
Confirmed. Crawler pet.
Crawler.
Sorry, go ahead, Valros.
Yeah, well, we finished the battle victorious, and that is pretty much where it ended last session. Yeah, pretty easy
Victorious.
recap.
And we are heading back to town, but I think we have a quick camping activity to do. So
True.
let's go
I don't
ahead.
think we investigated all the bodies right there. I think we just left off like pre-loot.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
go
Yeah.
ahead
I
and
don't think
of the scavengers.
Mm-hmm.
So what you find, I think I shared the tabard image, right? Let me scroll up and find that in here somewhere. Did I not? Or is there
I
just
don't think.
a
Yeah,
log
that's what I was gonna
chat?
say. I don't think we did any of that because Jupiter had left, so we kind of just wanted to end it off right there, right after battle.
Oh, maybe I shared it after to you guys. Is that what I did? Let me see. So, I think I shared it before the fight. They were wearing tabards. And I gotta find the image of them. Because I've downloaded a lot of stuff for Icewind Dale, and I really need to clean up my picture folder now. It's really bad. There it is. They had these tabards on that had a floating city in the center with like a golden embroidered edge and purple cloaks. And that's the imagery you saw. All of them wore that. They also had these arm bracelets. I believe Libera found out what the material was. Who found out what the material was?
Jupiter.
Jupiter did. Jupiter knows the... Oh, well, you're a smith. I mean, that actually makes the most sense. Perhaps even something your dwarven teacher told you at the times back in the Moonshay Isles. The chartling, this black metal that the arm bracelets they were wearing are made out of, appears to have innate magical properties. And you guys had not had much time to inspect them, but why don't we do this? We'll kind of do the inspections, and we'll also move to a camping scene because we have... Let me fix the map to configure. Instead of 0.5 miles, it should say 0.5 days.
Just a quick question: where exactly is the flying Zeppelin we came in?
Are you guys on the Zeppelin? I thought you guys came in on foot.
No,
Nah.
we came with.
Oh, you're on
We
Zeppelin.
came in on horse, I thought.
I thought you came in on
Yeah.
horse.
Yeah, we did.
I was pretty sure about that. That we didn't take the Zeppelin this time.
You guys said
Yeah.
that we didn't want to because...
That's why Moonfire
something.
even mentioned, why don't we go grab it, pick up
Yeah.
this thing, and go back. Otherwise,
Sure,
you
yeah.
would just load it up, right?
I could be wrong. I'm
Yeah,
foul.
Valros was very, very disappointed that we didn't take the flying ship because it meant he had to trudge through the forest. Not a
You
pleasant
remember you pulling
experience.
out the horses too. Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, we took the horses.
My bad. that
No,
was my
no,
fault.
you're good, you're good. So, we're gonna get towards Boken's hut. Actually, no, it was the end of this battle. I think we'll long rest here, and then it's a day to Loudwater. So we'll move to just the camping map, and we'll talk about what the artifacts are, because you guys don't have any other encounters on the way up before you start to set up camp. We'll talk about what the artifacts are before we do the camping stuff. So first, there's two ways to identify it. You can simply spend a downtime, an hour, and identify it, or you could quickly use like 10 minutes on a casting. So either way, you know, whether you have the identify spell or not, you can learn the magical properties of this over a short period of time. So that won't be a big deal. As for who's inspecting it, that I would like to know. They are, and there's multiple. Each of these Netherese casters of some sort. The blades that they had as well, they were magical, like laser blades that formed in their hand. Not an actual weapon that you could loot. They did all have plate armor. So each of them had plate armor. And you can sell that, or I can just divide it up gold-wise. But that's fine, unless anybody wants plate, just basic plate. But the armbands are the really interesting thing. They're made of chartling, this black metallic substance that seems to have innate magical properties. But which one of you is identifying or inspecting these?
Can you describe again how... I know you said I was able to use charisma on Arcana. What was the circumstances around it? Would that be something like this, or this is definitely more like traditional Arcana?
So that would be like if you're trying to do something magical. This
Okay,
would
so
be more
innate,
like
this is studying.
yeah, this would be
Got
more
it,
int.
cool.
Yeah.
Alright, so I just wanted to clarify. That's
But
fine.
let's say you're trying to
so
like
he-
spawn a magical effect or use a circle or something. That would be off your spell mod, I think.
Okay,
Uh,
I get your drift. It's
Valro-
like trying to do a spell.
You're
I've maybe
using
never
your
done
spell
before.
mod in those cases.
Yeah.
This would be a more studied situation to just know things or to...
Valros would definitely be trying to help Jupiter inspect that, because he was very concerned that these guys were immune to his fears. He wants to know more about these bracelets.
If possible, I'll try to do like guidance, like just periodically, like over Jupiter's shoulder.
Okay.
Sylvanas, brother.
Gather
Though-
up the bracelets. Let's
Though
investigate them.
meta-wise, I do have a pretty good Arcana.
Yeah, so what I think that what we'll do here is Jupiter, if you want to roll me you have Smith's tools, right? Why do you not have Smith's tools under your tools? I know you have them.
do.
Oh, they're just in your bag. I'm just going to put them on your inventory, and then we can just make them 0 pounds, right? Because that way...
Yeah, normally he keeps them in in the portable hole, his little workshop.
Yeah, but this way you'll be able to, like, roll on this. And let me just see if it's using details. It's using
I
dexterity.
could also create a macro,
which I'm
whatever's
gonna
easier for you.
No, you're fine. I'm going to set up for strength. And it weighs 0 pounds, so that shouldn't matter now. Go ahead and roll that. Let's see if it rolls right. It should use your proficiency and your...
It'd be in my inventory.
Yeah, I can even throw favorites. It's up on the front page.
Okay, cool.
And if you
there we
guys
go.
favorite things, they'll pop up on the front page there. Don't forget you got potions and stuff too. Perfect. A 25. And Valros, roll me an Arcana. An 11. So it's hard to tell magically what's going on. Jupiter, can you also throw me a religion check? You know something about
Yeah.
them, but I want to possibly share more detailed information if you pass this too. Okay.
I hate religion.
Yeah, fuck 'em.
Brother.
Checks out. I mean, I did steal an artifact from
No.
my own temple.
No. You just don't know this bit of information about this item. So what you do know off of the 25 with the Smith's tools and with Valros kind of talking about the magical properties he noticed during the fight and that you guys picked up on during the fight, that he thinks the bracelet might be imparting on these people. It's a black metal called Chardling. Your dwarf blacksmith teacher. I forget his name now. I gotta open it up. I'm gonna actually open it up right here and find him. We're not gonna say I forget his name. We're gonna find him. NPCs. Oh wait, no, I don't know where he is. These are not well organized folders. That makes me sad.
So what's
though.
Brother Griffin doing over here, bro?
I don't know.
He's just vibing.
Brother Griffin?
Landria just showed up too. I mean, she's not here either.
She's here. Fuck it. She's always here. She's like one of those background NPCs. Brother Griffin, didn't he come with you?
No.
No.
I thought you guys were gonna bring him to the temple. Are you not? Oh no, he's not with you. You guys were gonna bring him later. Let me just make him invisible for now.
Now he's spoopy.
Spoopy.
There's one of the other groups, that's all. But he told you about the Temple of the Elk. Anyway. What was I doing? Because now I'm gone.
Chardolin bracelets.
Looking for an NPC because you didn't want to say you forgot his name.
I forgot his name. Jupiter, what was the name of the guy? Do you know?
The which guy?
The dwarf guy backstory.
Oh no, you created him, so
Oh no.
I don't have him. He's not in my notes. I'll come up with one right now.
Oh, no.
Steward
but
Bittersteel.
He exists. I'll just go to the map.
You don't want Stewart?
I'm gonna go to the map and
You don't like Stewart, huh?
listen.
Just say it.
Iron Hand Forge.
You said that's the dark timeline. We're not going down.
Back in the
Stewart
Iron
Bittersteel.
Hand Forge.
Oh my
Grim
god.
Iron
I forgot
Nope,
that
his
sound
name
effects
is gonna be Stuart. I'm changing
Stuart
it.
Iron.
It was like a false memory. You're like, wait, it wasn't Grim? It was Stuart.
Well, no, I can imagine he might go by Grim. You know, Stewart Grim Iron Hand. but I know
It's always been
Stuart
Stuart.
Grim.
You gotta stop calling me Grim. Now listen, boy. There's this material up in Icewind Dale. It's a black metal. It's known to have this magical property, but you're not to be tinkering with it unless you have a cleric like yourself. Maybe a little bit smarter than you, I don't know. But somebody like yourself to take a look at it. Make sure it's not desecrated. They come in two types. A consecrated metal and a desecrated metal. One from the upper planes and one from the lower. You don't want to be messing around with desecrated Charlie. It'll fuck you up. Fuck you up good. That's what he tells me.
I
Yeah.
love that. I think every single memory from him as a blacksmith needs to go back to that map.
It will. It will.
Pin it.
I remember what Stewart Grim Iron Hand had said to me. Something about desecrated, not to touch it unless I'm skilled, a cleric. And then consecrated.
You
It
also
seemed like
identified
that was
properties.
better.
Ah, I see. So it is true. You are garbage at smithing. Is that what it is?
I will have a smith off with you right now, brother. How dare you?
How
Smith up.
dare you? You're 10 times the smith you were then. You can do it.
I need to get back to my workshop at least. I mean, the portable hole could suffice for now, but what were they doing out there? You.
Yes, the portable hole.
Dragonborn, what is your name?
You can call me Zeph.
Zeph. Good to put a name to the face. Glad you made it. What were you doing out there? In the woods.
It's hard to put into words just how much of a spiritual journey I've accomplished in just a short amount of time. What seems like minutes to me were days, months. I'm not the same Dragonborn that you encountered during this previous battle. I have been reforged. By Lathander's light, my duty is to bring renewal and hope to the desert.
You know, I'm also the religious type, but I just have to, before we go down this line of thought, you weren't in the woods tripping, were you?
No, brother. Lathander.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
Is that the expression that we use nowadays
That's an
to
island
describe
talk.
intense religious experiences?
It could. Was there mushrooms involved?
Yes, Lathander blessed me with the morning light.
With
The light of the
I just-
sun shone down on some shrooms, and I knew it was necessary to complete his ritual.
I just give Jupiter a look.
I mean, if Lathander is guiding him, she provides the light. Sylvanas and her have broken bread before. You may walk with us, or at least I'm in favor of it. We're a group here.
Isn't Lathander a guy?
I knew in my area we know her as, I guess technically, yeah, she's a woman where we come from, but I mean, you know, God's kind of.
You're just wrong, brother. I remember it being a man.
Well, damn
Indeed, Lathander is a man, and it is true that your God and mine need not be adversaries. It is why I have approached you, because you are people of storm, of rainfall, and of Sylvanas, of growth in nature. And this is what the desert needs. Right now, its people starve and thirst for water. They need the storm to bring them fresh rain. They need the plants, the animals to bring the verdantness back to the desert and give them something to hunt. This is what my people, my clan of Dragonborn crave more than anything else. This is why I have sought you out.
it.
How far in the desert are you? You lived there.
Yes, I lived there for many years. My people have been terrorized by the dragons that plague the land. If the desert is to be renewed, these dragons must also be defeated, and I cannot do so alone, even with this blade blessed by Bahamut himself and given to the Dragonborn clan and passed down through the generations. It's not enough. I need allies, friends. I need a leader, someone to follow. I can't do this by myself. This is why I've sought you all out.
Interesting. Rather, I've kept you up with my tales of the desert. The burden of thinking about it. It makes sense. There's more. Children. How many?
Dozens of Dragonborn and plenty of other races as well. Travelers, nomads that travel the land and trying to live off this whatever sustenance they can gain from the harsh desert.
You also know there's large tribes of centaur as well.
Your people are welcome.
Centaur.
Maybe we can bring them back to our kingdom. We have airships. We have space.
We're getting ahead of ourselves. It's a big ask. You come
Brother.
here.
They are children.
Let me finish. It's a big ask. We're to help your people. What do you have to offer?
I can offer you my sword and my loyalty. If you do this for our people, you will have our tribe's eternal gratitude, and you will have me as one of your warriors for all time, should you have me. Should you command it, I will do as you instruct.
There's plenty of people who I can instruct. Plenty of people who can hold a blade. What skills besides on the battlefield do you offer?
Another god, brother.
I don't see a god in front of me.
Show him your power. My brother is rigid.
Yeah. Red
You will,
laughs at that, but tries to stifle it.
you will see my worth in due time. If not now, then soon, I assure you. My prowess will show itself. You will know me to be among the few rather than among the many, and worthy of your time and your guidance.
Misunderstand me. I'm not trying to belittle. My point is, have you always been a warrior? You talked of living in the desert. Could you teach others to traverse it? It's not that I don't care about what happens on the battlefield, but you have a big ask. Would you be able to train others to endure the heat? I won't lie, there's been talks of trying to push into the desert as a future goal. Our goals align, but it's a big ask. Would you be up to that?
I would, sir. The knowledge of the desert is yours to take and use as you see fit. And he'll sort of give a salute, putting his arm
You
to his
don't
shoulder.
need to do that.
I mean, he is the ruler, so
That's another thing. I don't want the title. We're not a feudal state.
But you have it.
I
it doesn't matter if
understand.
you don't want it. The people have given it to you. You can't give that away. Just like I can't give up the title of general.
I'm not saying I don't want the role. I'm
others as
saying I
well.
don't want the title. The name should change, but
Well, then you better take off that damn crown.
now you know damn well I had it polished once and the kobolds revolted. I can't do it. I have to do it for them. That stupid one, damn. The idiot didn't even rename himself. He just insists on calling himself Sylvan Ass. Can't even.
There's no questioning that we're all equal here. And Jupiter would kind of like look over to like kind of I guess maybe I don't know what Red's doing right now, maybe quietly listening or
Red,
whatever.
what would you be doing? Go ahead and give us a description. You guys kind of start setting up tents. I also want to know, do either of the two of you have a tent?
That's a really good question.
It is, isn't it?
I don't.
How about you, Zeph? You got a tent?
Zeph has a tent, but he would volunteer to have Red use it and for him to sleep out among the stars.
It's a two-person tent. No?
It is a two-person tent, but I'm not sure Red would be comfortable. And
I see.
Lathander team was
Red to
modest.
tell.
Well, you know, Red could certainly bunk up with my sister, Landria, who I didn't even realize was with us, and I
I'm always
I
here.
can.
What are you
It's
talking
a
about,
little
brother?
fucked up.
Brother, I've been here the whole
And-
time. I follow you everywhere we go, because if I stayed in town, those
She's-
kobold folk would probably try to... I don't
She
know.
makes a goddamn
Pee
good
on
What
me?
is
soup.
it about the kobolds?
Yes, I've been cooking your dinners. Do you not even notice?
Yeah.
It's awfully
so
rude.
engrossed in conversation he was, he didn't notice people were cooking.
It's fine. I'll just go make your bed. It's like,
Him
you
and
know,
his scrolls.
not like you left it unmade and then it's made every time you come in. She goes and lays down.
As far
What
as
about
Oh.
I read
you?
Is that what happens? But yes, absolutely, Red. You can certainly
Trell
share the
says,
space here
"Don't
with my
listen to
sister.
that bitch. It was me. I made your bed."
Fucking
As-
troll.
as far as what she's doing, if there's a rock here, she'd be sitting on it. And just kind of listening quietly, taking an interest in everybody's different conversation and everything that's being said, but offering very little thoughts. She's
Quiet
just
in the
looks
back.
scared. But
What were you doing in the woods? Lathander brought Zeph here. What's your story?
I went looking for you, if you want the real answer.
Why are
You
you
could
looking
no longer
for
live
us?
the life I have lived. And thought the new kingdom might be a better start.
Better
What
start than
skills do you
what?
bring?
She smiles kind of. There's a lot in that smile. There's a lot of experience, there's a lot of ability to steal things in that smile. And she says, well, that depends. If you're a friend, and I assume all of you are, I bring
What
quite a
happened
bit
to
of...
my sword? My sword. It's missing. My blade.
She laughs and pulls it out of her cloak. She's been hiding it like next to her side this entire time. I was waiting for you to notice. I would have given. Okay.
Ah,
I bring
yes,
quite
you
a bit of
still are.
persuasive skills. I can hide very well, and she will actually unclip it and hold up both of her swords in her hand, because she does have two swords. She has a pair of rapiers. In a fight, I float in and out. I can hold my own, but I can't hold attention for long. But discussing my past is hard. I've
That's
lived
okay.
multiple lives, been through a lot, lost a lot.
Just need to
from-
know what you're bringing. It sounds like you do bring a lot to the table. What were you saying?
I'm also a very good liar, though I try not to abuse that.
Oh, that is splendid. Someone to finally practice with.
I've been looking to lie. I mean, I literally can tell when you're lying. All the time.
Then you would know I haven't been.
I haven't actually paid much mind to you. If I'm being
Frankly,
honest, haven't had much time, but
Now you have to
Could
tell
use-
two truths and a lie. See if he can sniff it out of you.
Lyrie just says, "Oh, campfire activities. Two truths and a lie. Everybody." Come over.
You see, Liberia was mostly just saying it just to try to fuck with Jupiter, but like he was passively interested in.
She
I
calls
mean-
everybody over for a campfire activity, and because of this, we all have to play the game.
Oh God.
Everyone rounded up. Lady Moonfire.
Oh,
Got
are
a
you
whole
serious? Me too. No.
backstory.
She'll come over. We'll give her health. Alright, but NPCs don't go first. Lyrie
I mean,
says,
I've been asked to go first, so...
yeah,
Let's figure it
Red, you're first. And then we'll go clockwise or something.
Well, we'll start with an easy one, shall we? Red is not my name.
Wait, everybody knows how to play, right?
No,
It's a complicated game.
I'm unfamiliar with this game, I'm afraid.
Okay, well, you tell two truths and a lie. That's the explanation.
and then you try to guess which one is which. We missed that part. So, I'll give you one for free. Red is not my real name, though it is one I have gone by quite a lot. She kind of flow her hair over her shoulder a little bit and be like, I imagine you can guess one.
No, it eludes me with my 8 intelligence. No clue.
What were the three things? Sorry, I didn't hear them all.
I
Three.
only said the one.
Oh, the one.
We're just getting. I've sailed a ship, stolen from all sorts of rich people, and lived far, far from here. And finally, I can cast more magic than you'd believe. I'll let you have your time. We don't have to guess now.
No, we do.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, which one's the lie?
Well, I can't just tell you, silly. You have to guess.
I'll roll an insight check for her. it's not great.
Do you want deception?
Yeah, you can throw a deception out for the NPCs, but anybody else add anything?
Nice.
Yeah, they don't know.
I believe everything.
A 23.
I am well aware.
I will throw another.
Yeah, the natural 1 deception's pretty bad. Oh, why? Do you want to inspiration it?
No, I was throwing for Moonfire versus.
Oh no, just one time for the
okay.
thing. Yeah,
Okay.
not per person. Which is unfortunately a natural 1 unless you want to inspire it for
will
the
actually inspire it
23.
for the 23.
But it is
yeah.
just a
What's the
campfire
insight check
activity.
for?
His deception.
You know, fine. We will go ahead and inspire it for the 23.
It's your call. All right. Then it's a 23 deception, which so far Lyrie beats it is the only one. So, Lyrie.
Which one's the lie?
Lyrie knows which one it is. Which one is it, Red? Because they don't know.
It's the third one. She's not built as a caster, but she can actually cast some. So.
I don't think you can do much magic.
Then, a test, shall we? What's a language no one knows? Anyone have anything odd?
I can speak primal.
Give me just a moment to prepare then, and go ahead.
Druidic.
I'll take both.
Draconic.
I only know Elvish and Common.
Fine, I'll play your game, Sylvan.
Tell me something, and I'll speak back in common what you say.
He'll say in Sylvan, you sure as hell better be able to hear this.
Indeed, I can hear it. Though I can't respond to it in the same language.
I wonder.
Hassan Panzef is a handsome dragonborn, and I admire him greatly.
You said that in common. Try something else.
Oh, shit.
Just says it out loud in common.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, with that, Lyrie points at Zeph. Clockwise, that would mean you. 2 truths and a lie.
All right. First fact, I can breathe
We're not supposed
acid
to
breath.
know if it's a fact or not.
Well,
I
you
mean,
tell
not
us they're
fact,
all
but-
facts, right? And then,
Yeah, they're all facts.
yeah,
Right?
sure. And she knows.
So, this first fact is that I can breathe. I have an acid breath. I have really bad indigestion, and I'm able to manifest that into a draconic breath that spills acid all over the ground. So that's my first fact.
That mostly sounds like
The
you
second-
need a doctor.
I mean, how do you know it's not a lie? You haven't heard the other two yet.
Well, if you'd quit eating rocks, you might digest it a bit better.
Or people.
People. It's the people.
It's always the people.
The second is that I have 3 brothers and 2 sisters. And the third is that I like both women and men.
It's not a bad deception, is it? No, that's the history. Zeph, throw a deception check. Did you guys see the Storm Brothers step away for a moment?
Ooh. Beats me.
A 20. Here, I'll throw an insight for Lyrie. A 24. That's pretty damn good.
Oh, she aware.
The Moonfire doesn't know what the hell's going on. And see, she actually probably watches as the Storm Brothers walk off, like not paying too much attention. But Lyrie leans over and she knows which one it is. Zeph, which one is it? She'll call it out.
It's the fact that he said he had three brothers and two sisters, when he in fact has three sisters and two brothers.
White lie. That's why I couldn't catch it.
Lyrie just says, it was hard to tell, but you kind of, like, slurred a little bit on one of the words on the second one. I think you were lying.
It is true that I'm a bad liar. You caught me.
But I want to zoom out for a second. Jupiter, Libera, the two of you as the party's having a conversation start to step away for a moment.
Rather. Just.
What's the I'm sorry.
What's up?
What's the
I
weather
was just
like?
gonna ask the GM. Yeah, what's the
Let's
weather
find
like?
out. 3 rolls, hang on. I just gotta pull this table up 1 second.
I was
How
like
far
the
away
calendar
from the
shows the
camp?
moons and stuff too.
How far away from the camp do you guys go?
I mean, I'm with it, like,
Doing like a round.
not too
of
far
watch.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're about to,
Yeah, I
like
mean, my
pacing
main
the place.
reasoning is like just from Jupiter's perspective, not that he's not interested in the conversation. We did almost all die.
Yeah.
So he's probably a little on edge and definitely probably wants to take, the I have a really high perception, so.
What is Flame Rules Summer? Okay.
But if I see like Bear coming over, I move up first, he joins, I'll probably chat with him about something.
Yeah, I mentioned we're probably just walking around the camp, like kind of.
It's clear
Doing a patrol
skies.
or whatever.
Temperature's not bad. Wind is fine. It's not that bad, and no clouds.
Beautiful sky, brother. Almost matches the beauty of home. I miss
the
it.
Waves.
Yes. What do you think of the new ones? Can they be trusted?
Untested. It's not good to make judgments so quickly, but I
Yes.
do like that Zeph. I was hard on him. I was hard on both of them, purposefully, but Zeph didn't have anything to hide. Honest.
I don't know much about the Lathander, but he provides and assists with the sun. Our goals align. Don't know as much about Vred. Reminds me of Kelfer. I still
was
wonder.
useful.
Question. But still
Kelfer was
useful. We have many enemies. We need all the allies we can get. And that's all, I imagine.
No, I like it. You guys do like a round of watch together, have that conversation. We'll jump back to the campfire. Valros, after she points out Zeph's thing and she points to you, she says, "All right, Valros, you're up." And I think Moonfire probably gets up and just kind of wanders off. She doesn't want to play the game anyway, so she wanders off. So it's just the 5 of you.
Oh, I do enjoy these games. Let us see. Well, first off, as you all know, I'm, of course, of noble blood. Yes, that is a fact about me. I'm a noble person. Yes. Second thing is, secretly, I actually worship Sylvanus. I haven't let anybody know, especially not the brothers. Want to keep that a little secret. But all of you can be in on that secret as well. And third is Trell here. He's not a very nice imp. Normally, I tell him to stay quiet and invisible, yet tonight he has disobeyed me. But he's not a very nice imp.
Roll a disadvantage deception?
Lyrie just giggles. Is like, I already know this answer.
Oh, I was trying to do a
I'll guess
disadvantage.
also.
Oh,
Yeah, that
jeez.
seems that seems more right. Lyrie just leans in and goes, "It's supposed to be a believable lie."
You seem far too approachable to be a noble of some fashion. Most of them are bastards, and delight in lording it over everyone else around them.
Wait.
Too nice.
Lyrie looks over and laughs. She says, "Oh, maybe it was believable."
He doesn't follow Sylvanas.
There's absolutely no way he does. He's definitely not a Sylvanas follower.
Nope.
Well, I can't say I know much about the religion, so I can't really judge that one.
Well, it does appear I shall have to continue to practice my...
You're not a very good liar.
I shall be. Just give me time. I shall practice.
It doesn't help if everyone in town knows you're a liar. You know, by the time you're good at it, everybody's not going to believe you.
Yeah.
But you see, that is part of my strategy. By the time that I am great at lying, they will all think I'm a liar, yet I'll be telling them a truth, which will actually be a lie.
So you're going to get
Wouldn't that
good at lying
still-
by not lying. All right, Panda, you're up. And she says, "Why'd I call you Panda?" And she pokes you, Lyrie. Veranda, you're up.
I have hit my Wanderlust stage. The Zentrum changed how they dealt and did deals after they acquired me. And the Warlock's Crypt was my first home that I remember.
Interesting.
Throw a deception out there.
Ooh.
Yeah, no. Red stiffens a lot. Mention the Zentrum and is like, when would that be, dearest?
Huh?
When would that have been?
Which part? My first home? The Zentrum changing how they dealt? Or me hitting my Wanderlust?
Oh, I imagine you've had Wanderlust your whole life. I mostly mean Zentrum.
I mean, technically they acquired me when I was 5.
There's a kind of dangerous look in her eye. This is hitting something.
Zeph and Red also throw an insight. See if you know which one it is.
Can I throw an insight to see how old I think Lyrie is?
Throw me a medicine check and then do an insight.
Ooh! Is this.
Okay. Now. Okay.
Partial words. What are partial words?
A 14. So it's hard to tell an elf based off age after they hit like 25, 30 in human years. Because at that point they just look like an adult. But you know a lot of elves. I would say you can probably tell that she's, fully grown, potentially Wanderlust, sure.
Those are the 3 options.
And
Zeph.
A 12
roll
insight's
insight.
not great. Zeph, Julian, throw me an insight check.
Let's see if anyone beats me.
All right, yeah, it's
No.
not good. Fiery, you lied to everybody, and nobody seems to pick it up.
I
I
have
will
not
guess
hit.
that one. I'll just go ahead. I'll guess the Zentrum one.
Nope, they very much changed.
Lyrie says, "It's not fair. I am a DM."
Do you even know what it is, Nick?
Yeah.
I do say, Lyrie, That's absolutely wonderful, Form. I have not the slightest clue.
Yeah, you should have asked me to lie to. I'm
Do you
really
want-
good at
Do
it.
you want Lyrie to guess the right one?
Sure, I want to see if you get it right.
She says, you do look a little young. Do you not have Wanderlust?
I don't.
Mm.
I'm only 80.
Valros kind of
Panda knows that.
Valros kind of chokes a little bit. Only 80?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I did somewhat forget how. Yes,
That's
80.
That's
Hmm.
young for your kind.
You don't tend to get it until you're about 100, so I still have a while to go.
Let's do some camping activities and get through this camping session. So, to start off, we have to technically set up a campsite, even though we're at one. So we will have one of you roll. This is all in the Discord if you guys want to follow along for those that haven't done it. But the very first thing that we do is that we prepare a campsite. That's a survival check. It takes 2 hours. You spend 2 hours searching the hex for a safe, secure location to make a camp and set up your campsite. Survival check zone DC for this is a 14. One person makes it in the group, and no advantage or buffs or anything. Just a survival check. So you guys can decide who makes that. Talk amongst yourselves here.
Anyone
Lyrie,
decent?
you seem the most in tune with the natural world around us. Where would you suggest that we make a camp?
I'm not that great at it. Let me actually take a look through you guys' scores. You guys can talk meta too, like what your bonuses are.
I only have a +3.
I have a +1. I'm not used to camping out here.
Who normally sets up your camps?
I think it was Kelfer.
All right, Zeph. I'll throw it to you. +3, and you're proficient in survival.
Yes, very well.
Zone DC 14. Throw me a survival check.
Oh, Jupiter threw one with a +4.
Oh, Jupiter. Just talk, buddy. Let me know.
Just making the roll. I do normally a. What's the
Actually, We'd be
organized
able to
watch?
assist.
Oh yeah. We're not just there yet. We got to set up first, which is an 11, which is a failure. Let me just double check what happens there.
Oh. That was my question. Since the whole group is working on it, are we able to assist each other?
No, this is just prepping. One person prepping the campsite here and finding the spot. Failure, it works, but you have a -2 to the zone DC, which means you find a spot. It's just not the best. So a random encounter drops down to 12, or no, sorry, 14 in this zone. And then we have 4 activities that we can do in total. You can't all each do one. You can do a total of 4, and then that's it for the night. And so chat about it. What do you guys want to do for 4 activities here in the Discord for the 2 new players? Go to camping activities. There's a list, exploration activities, camping. Prepare a campsite is done. So now you can camouflage it, you can cook, and then there's a whole list of cooking stuff that you can do. You can discover a meal, you can learn from a companion, which Moonfire and Lyrie can teach you something. You can organize watch, you can provide aid to an ally, you can tell a story. Cooking and telling stories are loud, it increases the encounter DC. Camouflaging the camp reduces it, things like that. So 4 activities you can do. Shoot it off to you guys.
I'd like to try to camouflage it.
Yeah,
I'll look
I was gonna
over towards
suggest that.
Red and be like, how good are you at stealth?
Good enough to try to help.
What's your plus?
+10.
I'm a +8, so I'll
Okay.
give you the roll with guidance.
All right, stealth check. You can't guidance these. These are.
Ah!
It's over like 2 hours period, and I'll read it to you.
That's gross.
refresh you here. Yes, indeed. You spend 2 hours. Let me see. No, that's telling a campfire story. Where is camouflage? You spend an hour trying to conceal the camp and from potential threats by covering the tents with branches, hushing others' noises, dimming the campfire smoke and light, and so on. Attempt a stealth check. Zone DC 14. And that is a
Really?
natural 1, which brings us to
Nice.
1 degree down from the failure to a critical failure. You believe you've done well at your camouflage attempt, but have forgotten something important, or accidentally did something to make the campfire more noticeable. Encounter DC drops by 2. Then
You
we have
don't put-
3
no,
more
probably the
activities we
campfire
can do.
itself.
No,
Yeah.
you don't put the green leaves on the fire.
It just burns like a big color up in the sky, and it like sets off a little signal.
Yeah, the camp is camouflaged decently, but she didn't understand the fire.
Unfortunately, it will incur a -2 to the zone DC. We have 3 more things we can do. What do you guys want to do? Jupiter, I know you already rolled 1. What were you rolling for?
That was a survival check originally.
Oh, for setting up? Oh. Well, what camping activity would you want to do?
I always do the organized watch.
Very cool. Let's do an organized watch. Let me read that here. Where is it? Up on the top?
Oh, baby.
Why can't I
Who
find
roll
it?
again for that crit? Come on. I want to see it.
Hunt and
That's
gather,
already a
relax,
crit.
provide aid, organized watch, perception.
You just gotta make sure you summon the
26.
right crit.
You spend 2 hours to take the lead and organize the camp's rotation, optimizing shifts, and scouting the area to determine which approaches of the camp are most likely for enemies to approach. A 26 is a critical success on this DC, so you give us a +2 to perception checks during watch, and a +2 to the encounter DC to fix that a little bit. You see Jupiter, describe it for me if you want, but you organize a watch and set up the camp, and you actually do an amazing job of it. And help prevent issues.
Yeah, quick RP, just Jupiter is maybe becoming more comfortable in the role of general, and is just the training, getting up earlier, meeting all the men and everything, all the soldiers in general, all of them, and I guess maybe that you're just seeing that, but he's not like yelling or anything like that. If anything, you'd actually notice that Jupiter is maybe a little calmer than traditional, and less rhetoric about Sylvanas, and just overall more kind of secular, I guess, kind of approach to everything. So
Very cool.
I imagine the new people don't get our own watches either.
You guys can
I
set
mean, I
up
would
watches however you'd like, actually. But let's
Yeah.
finish the last activity, and then you guys can tell me who's up. But I'm gonna roll first, and then we'll see. We'll set up watches if we have an encounter. Otherwise, I don't waste the time. But yeah, I mean, Jupiter, you can also add flavor-wise in there for the new people.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
curious
that's
who
fine.
he sticks with everyone though.
Yeah.
I really want to know.
Yeah, we'll do
Uh,
that after. Let's do the final activity. One more thing we can do here. What do we do?
Landria, are you gonna make us food?
She comes out. All right. Yeah. You guys want me to cook?
I'm hungry.
Great. Let's see. Cooking recipes. How about...
Didn't you gather enough blood earlier, darling?
I don't drink blood.
Then why do you need so
That's
much of it?
gross.
All right, let's make some rotten nut pudding, yeah? It's your favorite. It's everybody's favorite, right?
Sure.
Until you fucking tell me what the hell a rotten up is.
Rotten nut?
You say it differently every night, and you
Rut
still haven't explained.
and nut.
Rice and nut pudding.
It's not what they're saying, though.
It's not what you think.
It might be what you
it's not
think.
what
What
you're
do you
thinking.
think? You don't know that. What's she thinking? What do you think?
It's too sketchy for me.
Valrose, what is your sister trying to feed us?
I don't know the ingredients. All I know is it's absolutely delightful.
What will she cook with? Wisdom modifier? That seems fine. She's got, what does she have here? 14 wisdom? Sure. We'll give her proficiency, so make sure she's proficient. So she has a +4. This is a DC 12 for Rotten Nut Pudding. It's a 19. Here are the benefits of Rut and Nut Pudding here. On a success. So here's Rotten Nut Pudding. A properly cooked serving of rice and nut pudding requires a bit of understating of the nature and the arcane magi. Since drawing upon this knowledge while the meal simmers not only improves the taste, but adds a bit of extra focus for spellcasters of any tradition. The meal grants a +1 to Arcana checks for the next 24 hours. If she crit succeeded, it also does save DCs, but she did not crit succeed, so
Wow.
+1 to Arcana checks as everybody eats the rice and nut pudding for 24 hours.
I'm going to commit to the fact that I irrationally just don't trust the rotten nut pudding.
Very good.
But see, I told you, it's absolutely wonderful.
I'm just
It's
eating
his
jerky.
favorite, and she pats on his back. Consume a ration or whatever, but yeah, I mean, not a big deal. You have like 1 million gold. And that is +1 to Arcana,
At least it tastes better than the stuff I've had before, so I mean,
24 hours.
not that bad.
All right, which brings us to 14, and then 12, and it's one roll. So, if you would like, Jupiter, you can flavor in if you assign in the new people, but we don't have any encounter.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't really,
What do you stick with me?
I probably would, take one with Libera, and then I might just have Valros take one with Red, and then
Have the elves, they
Lyrie.
can meditate on different times.
Really? Must I stand watch? Really? All right.
We all must
Your
do
ass up.
it.
Keep somehow swindling other people to take your watches. We're on to you, damn it.
But another
It's
thing,
my job.
after all of that's taken care of, and before you guys actually go to bed, while Jupiter and Libera, while the two of you wandered off, Moonfire did wander over. And I know she already asked once in chat, but she's going to talk to you about the obelisk for a moment. And she just asks you about, bringing it back into town. She says, I know you're worried about the dangers of the obelisk, but I assure you that unless we intend to do something dangerous with it, then it will be fine. It is part of my whole plan for returning to the Feywild, for saving my patron. In order to do so, we need 3 items. The obelisk, which we've acquired. A spell focus, which we've acquired while we were at Omvors. And the final item is within the Direwood. It is, it's a heart.
What?
It's an ever-beating heart.
What does that mean?
The heart of whom?
You know of the Blood River? It was mentioned. Deep within the Direwood.
I'm not aware of the
Yes.
Blood River. To be honest, I may have forgotten.
Within the white copse of
Mention.
trees, known as the Direwood, there's a temple those druids are protecting. It houses a Netherese artifact. It is the cause of the Blood River. We
It's
need
quite
to
sacred to them. I'm sure.
Well, they don't know what they're protecting. Those druids just protect it because they think they should. They don't know what they're doing.
We shouldn't make an enemy of them, though.
We should not.
I mean, they must know what they're doing if you're concerned and haven't been able to take care of it yourself.
Well, the plan was to not start a fight with them, to get past them.
We should
Just get to the
trade.
temple. Trade them with what?
I don't know what.
They don't take gold.
Druids.
I've offered gold.
You can't trade them gold. I mean, that's just.
I know,
Look
it's
at them.
stupid. Who doesn't take gold?
Well, now
I mean,
hold
I don't
on.
take gold. I have so much, I don't even know what to do
Well,
with
yes,
it.
but you took gold, and now you have gold. They don't have
I
it.
earned it and claimed it. There's a difference, Lady Moonfire.
Yes, but they don't have any, and they don't want any. Isn't that
Why do we
want
care so much about the
respect.
gold? They don't want gold, Milady Moonfire.
They want.
Well, that's how I pay most people.
I
You're
understand.
you're quite obsessed with the gold.
Well, what do we trade them then?
I'm sorry, this is a sensitive subject for you, apparently.
We give them respect, land, protection,
Well, no.
artifacts.
We defended them already. Those loggers were trying to go into the forest. We had stopped it.
Oh, they would have killed those loggers.
Well, there's more loggers. If you didn't realize the loggers are made of humans, and they're quite incestuously burdensome.
There are a lot of humans.
There are. I'm sure they would
Yes.
appreciate a deal, perhaps. We protect their land for them.
Well, we'll
Get
have
rid
to
of
try to
loggers,
negotiate
perhaps.
with them, I guess. But that could
Set
take
up
time.
borders.
I don't know how much
We
time
can bring
we
them
have.
gifts. How much time do you need? You seem like you're in a rush.
My patron is in dire need of me. I don't know how long it will take me once I return to the Feywild to even find them, to help them. What needs to be done, I don't fully know yet.
So once we help you with these three things, you'll leave to
I will be leaving.
free
However,
them.
I will leave you with the obelisk and the artifacts. And some knowledge of how to use them.
Don't know if we should have it in the town yet. Maybe create a secondary center of research and purpose.
These scavengers will certainly come for it if we don't bring it at least nearby.
We have the underground network. I had ideas
Yes.
of perhaps making that a base of some sorts underneath the capital that we have to build.
We could do it there.
We already have the teleportation circle. That's how we get home. We
Yes,
put it somewhere there.
good.
We can't have it near the people. They've suffered enough. I agree.
That works for me. And she
Question
heads
is,
back.
why do?
Oh,
Oh,
go
I was
ahead.
gonna. Well, I was gonna start. Damn it, Lady Moonfire! What are you? That's tired.
Look at her.
It is
She's got
late.
bags under her eyes.
She gasps. It was rather rude.
I'm sorry. It was just a jest. You look graceful as
She
ever.
kind of pats her eyes a bit.
She looks like what's the Yzma from?
Stop! It does not look like Yzma.
Pull the lever.
She smiles and says, "You're very funny, Jupiter. Is
I
there anything
try.
else before I go to bed?"
Why do we need to go back to town?
What do
Ever
you mean?
send a message? We're right here, right next to the heart, are we not?
Well, I
day's
thought
travel?
that we... Yes?
We can
I-
leave the airships behind for defense of the city.
I thought we didn't want to disturb the druids, though. I don't understand.
But we're not going to disturb them. Going to parley with them.
I see. If you want to do it immediately, that would... I would be very happy with that.
I can speak with Sylvanus upon these matters if necessary.
We should speak to the group about this, but
Yes.
I do agree. If we're here, we might as well start trying to break bread.
Right.
I always have the way to teleport back, should we be needed back home.
What does Crawler think? You see Jupiter like playing with like the crawler. He's like in the little
I
bag.
don't want to sound like I'm not happy that you're using my gift, brother. I just didn't think. I didn't imagine your first pet would be so
Crawls around your legs, Libera.
distasteful.
Brother, it reminds me of me when I was younger. No one wanted to play with us. We look different.
I just don't think it's the same thing. I don't remember ever looking that foul.
You were quite foul, brother. Don't deny it.
I was
You
foul
still
tempered.
are.
There's a difference. This is. I gave you this
Yes.
to speak with animals. Are you sure that thing is even working with this?
It literally is attacking and eating and
Used to
feeding
be an animal.
itself.
Oh my.
I keep it out of sight, but
It's an animal at one
Why
point.
does he still have that weird skull with him? Does he really need to carry it everywhere?
from what I've gathered, it's a keepsake.
The skull underneath his portrait.
He's got it like clawed up in there. He's
What
got
kind of
extra
skull
legs.
is that,
He always
dog?
kind of carries it around. Just
I haven't asked. I'm not asking questions.
it's either a baby skull or potentially a halfling. It's not a full grown adult, or unless it's a
I-
halfling.
Well, if there's ever flowing hair on the next skull that's underneath it, you know it's mine and you should kill it, brother.
Right, but
Yeah. Moonfire heads off. Crawler runs around. You guys spend some time by the fire. And you guys can decide where to head to next, but I think we'll do our 10-minute break, and then I'll move us to the hex map because we're moving. And you guys, even during the break or whatever, you guys can talk. Do you guys head back to the monument? Do you guys go straight back to Loudwater? Do we investigate around? We'll talk about that when we come back. I'll throw up a break timer for stream. Go ahead.
Quick question, Nick. The Chardolin,
The Chardolin.
what was it there? The armbands. When it says handles concentration for the caster, what do you mean by that?
Means you don't concentrate.
a battle in the sky between two gods. We were found later on, raised by clerics of Sylvanas, and we ventured out some time ago to find answers for where we came from.
Did you hit your Wanderlust stage?
I guess so. We didn't have a term. I mean, back home it's called going with the tide.
Aye, that it is. Still,
But,
most people choose their gods. You're lucky you're still alive.
I haven't maybe mentioned this. Maybe have. I'm possibly the son or whatever it would be considered. I don't really have a mom, so to say. I've never met her if I had one, but I do find kinship with Sylvanas as well as my brother. He holds the same status as me.
I'll just give him like an unsaid stare, like nothing harsh, just specifically as you're getting to that topic, he'll stare at you, Jupiter.
Explains a lot.
Who's your god, Red?
A difficult question.
I mean, you said you picked it. So who'd you
can
pick?
pray to many gods. It's not that difficult. You don't have to pick and choose. Live a life of worship.
My
Farmers
god is my
pray to many
job.
God.
My god is staying alive. That's all I've ever done.
Why were you so stuck on my Zentrum comment during the game?
Is there a god for living? What god is that?
Lathander, he's the god of light and life.
It could be your god too.
A god of new beginnings, too, by the way.
There's a god of
Lathander.
adventures.
Mine's
God
the
of luck.
mistress of death.
Zeph just like pulls out a pamphlet to sign you up. He starts going over like the god of new beginnings. You know, you could really turn a new leaf here, and just starts showing you.
How is it everything you have on you is covered in a little bit of sand, but except those pamphlets?
I see him. He cleans them with his little brush. So meticulous. You didn't believe me, Lyrie.
Yeah, she just
Damn
doesn't
right.
answer the Zentrum question. Perhaps I'm still considering my options. Can't say I've known much outside the Elven Pantheon anyway.
The brothers told me that too. I don't even understand what the Elven Pantheon is.
I keep hearing about this elven pantheon. I wonder if there's a Genasi pantheon now, brother.
They're
Why do you
called the
say it like the Elven Pantheon like that? Why are you just so shocked by it every time?
They're
The
called
elven
Silver-
pantheon.
It's just saying it for the first time every time.
It just has an effect on me.
I don't know
Oh.
the Elven Pantheon.
Are you interested in elves? Good to know.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I assumed you were. I had meant,
You
Which of
assume
you is
everyone's
which
into
again?
you, your kind.
No. I don't know your names. I'm confused. Which of you was which?
This is all it
Does one of
says
you
That's ex-
for. This is
That's
all we get.
extremely racist.
This is all we get for Genasi religion information. After the spell
One-
plague, the Earth Souled worshipped. You're called Earth Souled. Worshipped many lords and gods, and were not confined to just one.
Maybe we'll work on something then, Nick.
It needs something.
Yeah, you
What-
know me, dude. I'll come with the heat.
One of you was Jupiter, and one of you is Libera. You're so similar, I can't tell.
Guess,
Just
guess,
remember
guess.
this. One of us has darker hair and a raspier voice.
One
Yes, but
plays
that
in your
still
mind.
doesn't tell me which is which.
And a fouler temper.
I mean,
One of
isn't it
them almost killed
clear?
you.
I literally have a 17 strength. Come on.
He
That's
flexes.
ridiculous.
Look at 17 inches.
17 right here.
That's ridiculous. I've also been
Ah.
working out, and I try to nowhere near.
Ah, man. You focus on the silliest things.
You-
I
I'll
think.
tell you. I'll tell you a secret, Red. This is how I tell them apart. You see the one with the wavier, wispier hair? That one there, that's Libera.
Yeah, the one that constantly looks angry.
Turns,
At
no,
least
no,
with
no,
me.
that's Jupiter. No.
No, she says, at least with me. That would leave the other one to be Jupiter. Or have I gotten that backwards again?
I'm not sure, but I did want to clear it up. I
Everything's correct.
heard you
He
mention
he
Red.
just says only that. Just looks at you.
Maybe inquiring about the patron of our kingdom.
Who's
While
that? What's-
Sylvanas is my god and watches over this kingdom, our kingdom is open to all gods. Not all of them. I mean, there's some not allowed, but those are the ones that are not allowed in most cities, I believe.
Mm.
Like devil worship,
I just.
stuff like that.
All I know of Sylvanas is what I learned as a child. And everything I learned suggests they're an incredibly wild being. One that honors the balance, yes, but
There it is.
one who is not to be trifled with and one who hates most civilization. So it's odd that an entire kingdom would follow such a god when he hates even single cities, much less whole kingdoms.
Why we're not allowed to touch trees.
Yeah, we're gonna build it with druids and Lyrie, just like plant
Well,
growths.
you know, my thinking is you could try to stop them, but I would rather join them, shape the kingdom from the inside. I believe it's my purpose. When I spoke with him, that's what he told me to keep watch for, among other things.
You said it yourself. Sylvanas' balance. I ask you a counter question. What has civilization, the Sword Coast, done for these heartlands? They're still wild and untamed. If there's to be a kingdom here, perhaps it needs to be ruled differently.
One perhaps ruled with renewal in mind, he says, holding up his pamphlet.
We will
Don't
need
tell me you've
renewal.
already converted. You've only had that for a minute or two. How did you already get converted?
Oh no, my spiritual experience brought me to Lathander, and now I'm spreading Lathander to every one of you. It is my
So say-
sworn duty.
I was gonna say, the two brothers would probably notice her accent is familiar. Not in a way you've heard in a long time, but it actually is familiar. Maybe you can be our new cleric then. Spread the good word by smacking people until they listen to you. Just
Well,
don't
that's
eat
kind
them,
of the idea.
please. Just don't
Okay.
eat them. I'll draw the line. Why do you do that anyway?
Well, I would hope to preferably bring Sylvanas peacefully. I represent a kingdom now. I have men to answer to. I must set an example.
Well, Lady Lyrie, I might ask a question.
Yeah.
Do you think it's possible? Do you think that the druids would accept a shared hand? Or would they reject it and seek to, at best, stay separate, at worst, undermine whatever we manage to build?
I mean, they'll probably reject it, but there's always a chance.
Foot in the
Enough.
door.
They weren't very... well, they're not very friendly. It's kind of why I left their circle. At least the leader. The rest of them... eh.
But you don't want to see war come to them, yes?
I don't think we would have to have war with them anyway, but if we just got rid of their leader, that might work. But I don't know that he'll ever agree to us. Like, unless you're nat 20 or something. It's wild.
I mean,
You keep talking about that dice game. I'll play it. You just
Yeah,
don't have
it's
to
just when you
keep
hit the highest
hinting it
roll,
into
like
the-
whatever you want just happens.
I know
It's
you've
a
told
fun
me for a couple
game.
nights. We've been on an adventure. I'm sorry. Play this. You don't have to weirdly hint it into every conversation.
Well, I've only been playing with Moonfire, and she's just kind of creepy.
It's her
In-
big sized teeth. If you just chop off just a little bit of it.
No, I mean her
Hopefully.
characters. Her characters are always super creepy. Alright, we'll talk
theory.
about this later.
I just don't feel that they would take well to eliminating their leader. They lead for a reason.
Well, they would let me 1v1 him, but that might be dangerous.
Why you?
Oh. Didn't I mention I left the circle, but I was still the second strongest in the circle. I've gotten stronger since, too.
That's a lot to leave.
It
You
was.
not mention that.
They
Well, no, that's it.
kind of banished me for it. But still, I'm a
Well, then you
druid of
come
their
back for
circle
the title.
nonetheless.
Why did they banish you?
Well, and she looks a little bit flustered. I'll have either of you throw me a persuasion check.
I'll just like look at Libera, kind of give him the eyes, like you already know what to do.
And you'll have advantage with
Oh, that's
not
just disadvantage. Hold on.
disadvantage. Yeah, we could just take
Sorry,
the
okay,
higher
I'll just-
one, which
Yeah,
is a
wait, hold on,
16
hold on.
plus your mod.
Oh yeah, there
for
we
a
go.
23.
Yes. Sweet.
She'll look over and she'll gulp. She says, "Well, you see, they aren't followers of Maliki. They're a lot stricter. They're followers of an old way. I don't even know if their god's alive anymore. And they might reason with Sylvanas, but doesn't mean that they'll listen. But I was the second strongest in their group. I left and, well, he tried to have me executed so that the Grove's secrets wouldn't get out. But the others didn't let him. Instead, I was banished.
Would you lead them?
If we got rid of him, maybe. If they're willing to listen.
Or perhaps this. I would never ask you to lay your life on the line for this, not without our backs. Perhaps we try to organize some sort of, I don't know, The hell did you always call it, brother? A rumble?
It was called a tussle.
They take the best of their men versus the best of us. Whoever's god is truly more powerful. Surely they would look to you as a leader. Be a small battle versus much
I will
bloodshed.
take that battle for you, Moonfire, if you would wish it. I could be your sword. Well, in this case, your mace.
Moonfire
saying
would look
instead of-
over and just... If we can get to the temple, then... whatever you all think is best.
It's a way to the temple. I'm just saying, instead of upsetting these people, we wish to make allies regardless. We have to get to the temple. You said it's of urgency. Their best men versus us. We try to square things away with the least amount of bloodshed.
Right.
I
As
can-
the old way,
But
that's
you,
how it is
Lyrie,
done.
you talked of Sylvanas being strong enough. My brother might not like what I have to say about this, but they're your people. They're to believe in anyone, they need to believe in you. In Maliki.
Well,
That's the trouble.
we'll have to try to talk to them then. Or just go beat them up and take over with power. They would listen to that. They're stupid that way.
I could
Does
boost you.
I doubt they'd listen long term.
They would.
No, they
the
would.
Circle's loyal. To whoever their leader is.
Fear is not a way to rule.
I'm not talking about fear.
It's not fear. You don't. It's different. It's respect.
You misunderstand. Lyrie used to be a part of this circle. To return and take over, they would see that as the natural way of things.
I think so.
How do we know they won't just shoot on sight the minute they realize it's her? How do we know they won't just try to kill her straight out of the gate? She was banished, never to return.
These are a lot of assumptions. We have to go there. Speak with them if we can. They're in our land.
They're bound to have known of us, heard of us. They'll listen. We're neighbors after all. They might not like us or like what we have to say, but we've done enough in this land. They have heard of us.
Moonfire asks, so where to? To the Direwood or back home first?
I thought we were going back home.
Why do we need
I-
to go back home?
Thought we were going to the woods.
To the Direwood, it's what we talked about. I can teleport us home anytime.
I thought after the tower we were going back home. That's what we said before. Remember, you guys had that conversation out of range of all of us.
I mean, I just didn't want to draw it out. I would have told you guys I'm not going to make a decision for the whole group.
It's your guys'
It's-
call, just like out of character. You guys can scout 1 hex. You can also move first and then scout. But you can
Cool.
scout 1 hex and then you can move.
Cold, good old-fashioned vote. I'm down to go to the Direwood. I don't see a point in going back home.
Yeah, I don't wanna go
There's
back.
Nothing home.
Yeah. Unless anybody disagrees.
Oh, fine. We'll
I-
spend another day in this putrid wilderness. Very well.
It's okay, we can ride the carpet instead of
That's-
horses and touching the ground.
That's Valros agreeing.
I'd rather go back. Maybe scout the hex, but I'd rather go back.
We've already scouted that hex.
No, you can scout the other hexes, though. You have 3
Yeah.
hexes near you. Which, I mean, you know oral bars down here, but if you scout it, you can get information.
Yeah, I almost said that one.
I feel the light of a new day. My urge is to keep going. That is my recommendation.
And you guys can all long rest, by the way. It is a new day. Yeah, do you guys want to scout south and then move to Direwood then? Is that the vote?
No.
Yeah, the only thing that I would want to, I guess to do is I'd like to cast divination.
Yeah, before you guys head out, yeah.
Yeah, you know, it doesn't. I can ritual cast it,
Yeah, just
and
sometime during the camping. Yeah.
yeah, I would just want to ask about the druids. It says you ask a single question concerning a specific goal,
Mm-hmm.
event, or activity to occur. I would say, will they follow Lyrie?
Will they follow Lyrie? Let me read what it says for what you get back again. I know I've done this a few times for Mad Mage Sunday. They divine a lot. There's a few places that divine a lot.
I'll be doing this probably once a session, by the way, Nick. So.
No, I like it.
This
I
is
just
where-
have to read through it.
I
And
love it. It's such a cool spell.
It costs 25 gold, but not a big deal. Just
th-
spend that
this
as
is
well.
Yeah.
Though.
This is where the god goes, maybe.
Your
Just walks
magic
off.
and an offering put you into contact with a god or god's servants. You ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity that will occur within 7 days. This will occur because we're heading there. The GM offers a truthful reply, period. I like that. Okay. Sorry, it closed. What was the last line? That reply might be a short phrase, cryptic rhyme, or an omen. All right. And of course it says a little disclaimer. I'll read that too. I should, just so I don't.
It's if I if I keep casting it, pretty much it
You only get like a one time a day, right?
It
That's-
says the spell doesn't take into account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome, such as casting additional spells, or the
Like
loss or
wish
gain
or-
of a companion. Well, it just means like, if you guys get into a battle with an owlbear and die, then hey, you know.
Whoa, dude! Why you say owlbear specifically?
Yo, they're back.
I just
They're
mean,
back.
if you die, you die. You know, it's just saying
that
like
Captain?
other stuff can happen. Okay, perfect. So you ask, will Lyrie be able
Will they follow Lyrie?
to gain them as followers, and will they follow her? Okay. You set up a small offering. What is your offering?
I always find. I think last time I found like somewhere peaceful near a tree, and I grab an acorn and I crush it. I don't know what the 25 gold is. I'll have to kind of work with you on that one. Maybe it's like a rare herb or a flower that I have, and maybe it takes me a little bit of time to follow it, to find it. Maybe it's like a rare mushroom. Maybe it changes. So this time it's just a mushroom.
Yeah.
And I eat it.
You sit by a
I
tree,
knew it.
consuming the mushroom. You notice,
I just
out
Right
of
on.
happenstance, that you've sat right at the edge of the white copse. You lean up against a tree, the canopy, white leaves falling down. You fall into a little bit of a haze, just a moment before watch, or you're off in the woods. The tree, after you ask your question, forms a mouth, and eyes, and a nose. It has a bit of a face on it. It's a large face, kind of an old man with a beard. And the tree actually moves as it talks, and it says, "The druids will be yours, Lyrie's. Your kingdoms to lead. Your kingdom will thrive. They are no threat to you. Talos, the storm is chosen. Prepare yourself. Lyrie will lead." And the face kind of starts to fade back into the tree.
All right. Great conversation with Pops.
Daddy-o, guess who's back? Every day.
Love it. Yeah, I kind of come back to the camp. I don't mention anything to anyone. I might have been gone for a couple hours, and I probably go to bed early.
The night passes. Now, do you guys investigate Oral Bar? Do you guys investigate this hex or this hex?
Probably Oral Bar, right? And that's
Actually,
the
you
food
guys
city, right?
already met Tig Titter Tut. She'll tell you this is her. This is her hex. I'm just gonna mark it as clear. It's just her house. She's got like the canopy has a bunch of fairy nests in it. So nothing too special.
Titter-tut?
Tig Titter Tut.
Yeah, I guess.
That's her nest.
Yo,
She'll
we're
tell
stopping
you.
by. Stopping by to say hi.
She'll tell you where she lives there.
Like, yo, what's up, bitch?
Yo, Jupiter's got the hots for Titter-tut.
Really quick, what? We don't have to RP it or anything, but did she like after that whole? Because that was the people who were attacking her place, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She just, like-
Yeah, she would have thanked you all, and told you where her nest is in the forest. I hope more don't come back and, drift back into the forest, but definitely would have thanked you all. She didn't have a reward or anything. She actually,
yeah.
she actually took things from you guys. So she became more wealthy and more protected, as is the way.
This is the way.
But yeah, she would absolutely tell you that's her house. Nothing else there. It's a safe place.
Did she specifically tell Jupiter that?
Did she steal anything from us? What did she steal?
She didn't steal. I think you guys gave her stuff when she showed up because they like
Yeah,
bribes.
it was like the booze.
Yeah, they
It was
like
the
bribes.
booze.
They like shiny things and booze and all types of stuff. And as long as you give them
Yes.
that, then they don't steal from you. If you don't give them anything, they rob you blind.
They did cost me 2 bottles of that rather good wine.
Oh. Did you catch
good to
that? I
see
was
you,
trying to see if you could
Titter-tut.
learn deception.
A good trade always helps.
Let's pull her out again. It's always a good session when she pops up on the screen.
Stop, Jupiter.
All 1 foot
Why
of her.
Googling that? 1 foot of beauty, baby.
Oh, fucking...
I imagine Jupiter just has her in her hand. In his hand. He's
Now, off with you. Into the woods.
Hey, yeah!
She just hops.
My lady.
My lady.
I'm not sure if you've decided yet, but my recommendation, my bias is always to scout and head towards the east, towards my homeland. So if you're still wondering, still deciding on where to scout, my recommendation would be to scout eastward, where we currently are.
I guess
Good, yes, that's a good idea.
my thinking is more to these purple cloaks that
Oh.
tried to kill us. Who are they and
there's-
why?
I accidentally just closed the game.
There's also a flying city that's trying to kill us. Perhaps we should.
That's
look
not
that
good.
way.
Hang on, guys. I gotta open my game.
I know
up.
a bit about these folk that attacked you, these purple cloaks.
What button did I push that closed
What do
that?
you know?
They have a floating city. They float around the desert. They are called scavengers. They have
Wait,
warned
wait.
my people in the past.
No, but the giants, they have a floating city. I mean, is it this? Are they the same?
Do we
you
have
see
a floating
giants?
city?
Oh yeah, that's right.
I mean-
If we look up to the, I think it's kind of to the northeast. There's a big cloud there. I think it's still there.
It's Oral Bar, right? No, we don't know the name.
The cloud is
So
over
the-
here.
We have airships,
sorry.
but the
It's over the mountains.
giants have
Oh,
their
yeah.
cloud city, and now the scavengers have their own. What's going on here? We might need more airships.
You
We can steal their cloaks.
I'm so sorry. Was Oral Bar the orcs?
you can't see it that well now. Oral Bar, you can scout it. No, Oral Bar was not the orcs. It is a ruined city, just like Lork. It's technically this one right here, and then Lork is down on the south here, up against the mountains.
All right. Well,
So
we're
this-
good.
Lork?
this
Did
is
somebody say Lork?
Somebody said Lork. This is Oral Bar, then Lork is down here in the mountains. And this is way off in the distance. You can't see it this well, but there's a cloud castle.
I can hear Baldric in that sentence being like, yes, Lork.
Yeah, that was Baldric. That was definitely not Zeph.
Hmm.
And we'd probably let Zeph and Red know that those
Scout Orobar, or Scout the
that the
Or
cloud
guys. I need a decision.
cloud.
Or a bar.
I've been saying oral bar the whole time.
Orobar.
Yeah,
Got it.
Orobar, yeah.
Perception check. 14 minimum. You guys can give somebody
I-
advantage on this and guidance.
I
And
I
other
think
stuff.
I know.
Perception.
Give you both,
But-
baby girl.
Guidance.
Oh, you better roll that again.
I have a
Natural
+6.
1. 14 makes it.
Plus a D4 for funsies, yes.
Not enough to push it to. You would need a 10 on that to make it. So you need like a bardic inspiration and stuff. But no, a 14 is enough. What you spot in Orobar is a large dam-like structure blocking the river, building kind of a large lake up that was not there before, flooding where the city used to be. You also notice there's a couple things. There's what looks like enough to be a barracks, if you take over the area, of a structure left. There's like this big castle-like barracks that is still intact. But then
Lyrie.
at the dam itself, it's like blocked, and I have an image I'll share. Go ahead.
Lyrie, do you see that building there? It specifically looks.
Yes, stop getting so excited.
I'm sorry. I'm just thinking about all the possibilities. Look at the structures, all the seats, the rocks, the watchtower,
It's a lot of rocks, yes.
and the ladders.
So this is not the barracks. There is a castle barracks
knew-
that is still intact.
I knew that.
Yes.
I was testing Lyrie.
This is the ogres built something, not ogres, giants. The giants.
Oh, the
built this.
giants are here.
Yes, this is giants.
During the scout, did we see what kind of giant?
Yes, hill giants. A lot of them. Like a lot.
How many is a lot?
It's not a crit success.
But I saw
Ah,
like.
damn it.
You can go
wanna
there
s-
and find out more. But
Lyrie,
from what you
stop
saw,
asking me
that's-
how many. I
that's
just it's a
about it.
lot.
I
Just
never
saw
asked.
a lot. I saw a lot.
See, I like living, so let's not just blast into there.
I mean, hey, the group has done worse. Not actually. There's a lot there, but I mean, you guys have fought. How many fucking hill or frost giants was there?
8.
Yeah.
8.
We fought 8, yes, but yeah, we're not.
Yeah.
We have a task at hand. I forgot to share I spoke with Sylvanus. I had to eat a mushroom this time. It had me a little sick.
Oh. Brother.
Sorry, Valros would definitely look over at Vyrie and cock his eyebrow at the mention of him eating a mushroom as he spoke to his father.
You're
Zeph
Zeph is nodding in approval.
You're just out in the forest doing drugs, and you didn't invite any of us.
It wasn't quite. It was unpleasant, but I spoke with Sylvanus for a moment, and he mentioned success would come.
Doesn't she
Uh,
use drugs?
Maybe that's why I can't talk to the Raven Queen.
And he mentioned that other threats were coming.
Oh, that's
The
helpful.
storm,
Gerald.
another storm. Not one of mine or my brothers.
From whence?
I don't know.
Throw me a free insight check as you say this.
Me?
Yes. I should have said that though. A 15. Good enough. As you're saying this, Jupiter, you're looking out into the sky. I mean, you just see the floating castle. And that is enough that you know. They're
What
the
do I
storm.
know? Actually,
the castle. Something in there. Something about Talos. Something about that floating castle.
I think it's whatever's inside that castle. There's a chosen one. But I think we have something they don't expect. The Achilles heel of our enemy.
Oh, pray do tell. Last time we dealt with that flying cloud, it leveled half the city.
Maybe we're just crazy enough that they're not seeing us coming.
I'm still waiting. I have to divine with Father again before I can give you an answer.
So then it's off to see the druids, yes? And afterwards we'll deal with big, angry, floating cloud?
Does that deception fool anyone?
No, yeah, I don't. I
Not
wasn't. I
exactly.
figured. I don't know how every DM does it differently, but I think you let us enforce our own.
Yeah, you can
So
tell
I-
them, and I like the 6. So he says, he says that line, and it's very dismissive as is, and kind of, ends the conversation there. But all of you feel like there's a lot, something not added.
Yeah, Jupiter's like pretty like anything he says, he's like very like strong about it, and this one was kind of like very unsure and almost like the DM said like dismissive, trying to change the subject. You think maybe like Jupiter's not telling you everything. You noticed him looking at his brother, but in the heat of everything, we need to get going. So it kind of worked out perfect.
We'll come back to this later.
And
now
with
we have
that,
things to do.
half a day movement to this area, we get to the druids. It'll take a couple hours, You'll be here by like almost noon.
Hey,
Could,
Jupiter.
Go ahead.
Hey, Jupiter.
Yes.
If I do mushrooms tomorrow, do you think I could talk to the Raven Queen?
I mean, the first time I didn't have to eat a mushroom, but
Oh, so getting high in the woods is a new development.
it felt right. I helped me hard. I don't know. Things are weird.
We'll work on it. Okay,
I'm
got it.
feeling closer to Sylvanas every day.
I'm just mad he didn't say anything.
It was uncomfortable. I threw up.
You did too much then. You have to go do a little less, darling.
Maybe.
She says this like she has experience with this.
Quick question, Nick.
Go
If
ahead.
while we're traveling on, if Valros is sitting on his carpet while traveling, can I
Yes.
do some coffee lock shenanigans and consider that a short rest?
On the carpet, I would say no. But like in between
Okay.
travel, when you guys stop, yeah. But not
Okay.
not while you're actively using the carpet.
All right. I kind of always assume every morning Valros rises early and basically does a short rest before we get going.
I know we already talked about your sleep schedule. You go to bed early any night that you can, so that you can rise
Yeah.
early. So any night that we're not busy at the nighttime, that's fine.
Perfect.
You're just always like, you guys all know Valros to be out at like 8. He's out at 8, and he's up at like 4 a.m. Every
Hey,
morning.
Lyrie, look at this old man. He's always in bed by 8 a.m. or 8 p.m. Maybe we should take his socks off or something.
I just don't know why you're so damn obsessive with people while they're asleep,
I'm just saying, I mean, it's just weird.
Let's speak.
Do you remember the last time? You remember the last time you wanted to play a prank? It was so funny, and you barred my door, and then we almost got ambushed and died. That was so hilarious. Yes, you should take his socks off so he's slower when he runs, and he falls over and trips and dies and coughs over his blood. As his last screaming breath is, "Why? Why?"
Right. Give me a persuasion.
Oh man, that was good.
all that.
You
I
got
mean,
it.
used a real. He really did that. He barred me in.
He did, yeah.
barred-
No, it's a real thing. Yeah, I really did. I felt really bad about that.
You son of a bitch. Made me
God,
roll
that
for
was
what
a
is it,
funny fucking
persuasion?
situation, though. I gotta tell you, that I wish that
Oh, it
one
was
was
beautiful.
put
I
up
loved
on
it.
YouTube. That was a good one. A 23 though.
All right.
It was when I did the dying Valorous voice that you felt really, really disgusted with yourself for a second.
Fine. I
felt
won't take your
disgusted
socks
the
off.
entire time.
Little does he know, I've got something else brewing.
Is this more drugs?
The party makes their way through the forest, which immediately, as Jupiter, you already know, you were right near the edge of the white copse. You begin to enter this large encirclement of white woods. And first, I'm sure we'll get through this, but I'm going to have to do a group request here for this. Everybody roll
I
a
just want to know if we get to
perception
that
check.
8v8, baby.
This is for a magical effect. If you have anything situation-wise, it's an illusion effect. But let's roll for the NPCs as well.
Does this affect the spell start thing we haven't talked about?
No.
Or no?
No. This is just something the druids are doing. Okay.
I'm gonna
So
do
actually,
something else with that. Actually,
you want to add anything to it, or what do you got?
I want to re-roll it.
What do you got?
Something very, very interesting. Tides of Chaos.
Oh, you gain advantage. Yeah.
That was the chaos from one.
Comes down
Roll
to if
on the
you have
wild
me
magic
roll it.
serve table and cast a first level or higher spell slot.
Wait, hang on. Before I regain use of this feature, it says you can have me roll on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Alright,
So the first time you use it, you're fine, but to regain it, there's a possible wild magic surge.
Mhm.
Cool.
Alright,
So
sweet.
throw a perception. You'll have advantage.
I guess during that time,
Same roll, nice. Okay.
Lybeira, Moonfire, and Valros are chatting about something or other, not paying attention.
Yeah.
I'm like telling you to hide your socks when you sleep.
My
Suddenly-
socks? Why would I hide my socks? What are you talking about? That's rather odd.
Probably
Say it
most.
too loud.
Jupiter, as they're
Very-
all chatting
It feels weird for a second.
and they're all getting very distracted, you're not. They start to wander off into different paths, and you stop yourself, noticing that they seem to think that they're all together, but they're separating.
Wait a minute, folks.
Not-
Everyone.
Oh, not you, Red. Only Jupiter noticed
Oh.
with an 18.
Okay, you did. Okay.
Everyone. I kind of begin to grab them. The forest is playing tricks on us. We might have to. Who has rope? I might have some still, I think. Yeah.
That's not tactically sound. We're not doing that.
Brother,
We can hold hands.
I literally
Damn.
saw you. Well, I mean, we can hold hands. Lyrie, you can hold Lybeira's hand. We'll start the chain there.
That's.
I'll
why
hold
did
your
you
hand.
have to-
I'll hold your other hand, and then Valros. Valros, your hand's quite
Okay,
cold.
so we got this so far. Fiery, where do you jump in?
No. Oh yeah, that is what we have so far.
This is what we have so far.
Why am I in the middle? Why am I?
That's
am I
what
like
he
the little
just
kid
declared.
with his
suppose I
little
could hold your
parents.
That's what he just declared. Let's get the hands held. Who's holding?
Are we
the
like
next
V
one?
formation? Am I like the piercing of the doves?
I don't want
Valros
Lyrie
is holding
killing
my
me
hand.
for holding her hand
If it would
when
go
she's
rub
Are we doing
Valros.
this Congo line? How are we doing this?
Valros, where are you? Oh, you're going to that side? All right then. Here, you'll get Red's
The
hand,
V
Jupiter.
formation, flying V.
V for victory.
The party skips their way through the forest holding
Sorry.
hands. There is 2 more of these checks. Only one of you is going to have to hit an 18. But I'll throw it out. Hang on.
I'll use my inspiration
Wait,
on that.
hang on, we got
DM.
Libera first.
Oh, hey, never mind.
Or
No,
Cass,
we'll
Red.
save it. I'll save it. I'll save it.
Red, you keep the party in track this time as they start to veer off. You start
Psych,
to just pull
baby.
them onto... Oh, and Libera leading the way too. So the two of you succeed keeping people on track, but you notice most of the group is like yanking
right
you
side.
two. and Libera's like this way, and Red, you are like confirming that
Yes,
seems to
that
be
same
real.
way.
That way is
Where everybody else is like,
Come on,
what?
right
Where are they?
side.
They're
This is
wandering.
ridiculous. Get your asses over here. Ugh.
Right flank just pulls.
Look at that
Yeah,
butterfly. Look at it.
This
It's so
entire
pretty.
side
Look.
is just trying to yeet themselves like all the way over here.
You
Last
don't have
check.
to bring my rear into this, thank you. I prefer you leave that out.
I don't know why it's not added Lyrie,
Hey.
but that's okay. Moonfire sucks at this. Jupiter this time, and Vyrie, and Red, and oh, you guys are all getting this time pretty much.
We got this
All
down
right.
now.
Starting to see through it. Yeah.
We go right, everyone.
The head of the arrow starts to like try to pull you guys all away, and everybody's just like, no! It just starts to
No,
push.
don't listen to him. He's confused again.
I led us through that last bit. You're not gonna trust me now.
So the next
No.
thing I want to know is, are you guys stealthing? And do we want to do stealth checks?
I feel like we
I'd
probably
like
would
to.
have started stealthing, but then the second like we started wandering off, it
You guys can
probably
still
would
stealth
not have
in this
gone well.
formation, so it's...
We tried to.
Yeah,
I mean,
we can
I don't-
still do a
not
stealth
in
check.
a, like in a.
If you guys want
Lyrie.
to, that's what I'm asking.
I'd like
Could
to.
you
I'd
assist us,
still
Lyrie?
like to. Yeah.
She'll pass without a trace, so she'll drop a +10 on it here. But let's do an average.
Too distracted.
We might be. Oh, we got some high numbers coming in. Hey, look at that. A
With-
crit
with
from
plus
Valros.
10,
Only the
I'm
double
approaching
crits.
DC 40.
26.
Wow.
Hey, we got 3 crits
That's
that time.
still a 24 with the pass without a trace. I have to jump to another map and roll for the druids. Because that's pretty damn good.
We're in the fucking cuts, alright?
Is there only... Is that it? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's it. Okay. Perceptions, request with roll. Oh, we got some high numbers. It's still only an 18. Which
Yeah,
means...
there's no way you also got 2 crits.
Oh, no,
What
it's
the
just
hell?
above
Thank God for
20.
that.
It's just above
Those
20.
aren't crits necessarily.
Yeah. It's just above 20. I think one of them might have been, but either way, that is not a success. So you guys sneak up. I have it set up for them ambushing you, so what I'm going to do instead is have them kind of gathered and talking. And...
Spoilers, Nick. They're all druids? Oh, shit.
Do you know what a druid circle is? And,
Just fucking with you.
no, do a perception check. Go ahead and do a perception, whoever's leading.
Okay.
$23. That is pretty goddamn good. Up ahead. A grouping of druids chatting. There's not that many. It's a small circle. You see one of them, the first one that stands out, he has a small mic in it on his shoulder. There is another that looks like he's kind of ingrained with the forest himself. Skeletons on his armor and furs and bear claws and dirt caked on his face. Or her face. It's really hard to tell. And you see another elven woman, a man that has a longbow and a shield, kind of looks ready to defend or guard. And you see the archdruid. You can tell he is the archdruid as he glows with kind of a greenish light. His hand constantly like dropping leaves and plants growing as he steps. He holds a staff that has kind of a greater woodland staff than what it looks Lyrie carries. It's larger. It has like this large flowering bud on top of it. And that is what you see. There's also a large bear in the back, just kind of sleeping there. And they are, you guys sneak up on this. They are chatting. And a 23, you actually hear a little bit. The archdruid seems to be talking about, he has them all hearing like a meeting. He seems to be talking about current threats in the area as you're getting closer. And he's talking about the giants. And you can tell that he says, if they encroach on the forest, our magics will only hold them off so well. Some of the other druids kind of arguing and mumbling. One of them, the older man with the mic in it on his shoulder, says, if they come this way, but they've no reason to. It's just the woods. They've only been attacking cities. Should
Red
they
steps
take...
to the front of the group.
Yeah, you go to the front of the group.
She also draws her swords without making a single sound. And just looks at Jupiter.
You hear a voice in your head, Red. You don't see any lips move. You're not to kill anyone but the archdruid.
Damn.
And it's like you kind of like look around, like for a second you're kind of like maybe wondering, but you realize like Lyrie is just staring right at you, but his lips aren't moving.
Does he look constipated?
He's gotten past that.
No.
I gave him like 2.5 weeks of not knowing about
No,
that.
Jupiter looks constipated from having taken the drugs earlier.
Yeah.
The response he gets is, damn it. Fine.
I'm just trying to think, I know that she's going to be their leader. I didn't know about, I guess. Yeah, I guess
Do you
that's
do you trust me?
Are you sure we
always.
shouldn't try to talk to them?
I'll try to talk to them. Lyrie, you come with me.
Okay.
Do you
Should
want
they
me to-
pose any threat,
I think this
Do
is
you
the
want
old
me-
Lyrie, that's why.
To
You don't-
give you guys
you
some
don't kill.
boost?
Don't kill any of them. We must keep them alive. They're allies, future allies.
The rest of you
For
stay
only a
back
year
here
for the
then.
archdruid.
Okay, I'll go hide behind a tree.
You guys all
Yes.
take a spot to hide. Libera and Lyrie step out.
I'll kind of mentally be in a. I'll do the mental link for me and Lyrie.
Would I be able to act like mechanically hide?
Yeah, roll a individual stealth check for me, and we'll just go off their passives. A 13.
Okay. Does the pass without trace still hold?
Only if you stay next to Lyrie, and she is dropping that as she comes out of stealth, but she still currently has it as she's still talking to Libera. But Libera, what were you saying? What did she say?
Oh no, I was just gonna say I just opened up like a mental link.
A mental link.
I'm just gonna tell her.
Ooh.
The mechanical.
She
sense.
says, it always tingles when you do this.
That's.
This is a three-way call.
Damn it! Hang up! Hang up!
Still here. Damn it, brother. Hang up.
Hey, Nick.
Oh, God.
It's on speaker. Damn it!
I
Use
wanna-
Bluetooth.
Blessings of the Raven Queen up into a tree.
It would require a new stealth check.
That's fine.
Go for it. Jesus Christ.
What the fuck was that?
The ravens have gone
You
crazy.
hear nothing!
The Ravens brothers. To arms.
I'm stuck in the tree.
A 27 is pretty damn good.
But
I'm just gonna delete the trees like
it's fine.
circles because they're actually kind of a pain. So there just won't be shadows from them, but I think that's okay. They do disappear when you go under them, and then you appear above them. 27 is really stealthy. You quietly just pop up into the tree and perch on it like a raven. Nobody notices you are the shadow.
Zeph, you were right next to Lyrie, and you turn around, she's gone. You have no idea what just happened.
It's just like a feather, maybe a little bit of black
Other
magic
than, other than
disappearing.
all the birds going, Kah!
Shh.
Barry is gone. Barry is gone. I repeat. Barry, oh.
So as you guys
And he
stealth up,
yells and then
go ahead.
catches himself. But he yells.
Lyrie says to you, Libera, what do we say? What do I do?
But it needs to be you. Tell them you're here to challenge his authority. And you brought stronger gods than his. But it has to come from you.
As you're chatting, another voice joins the conversation.
It is a three-way call.
You hear, come from who? Oh, hi, Lyrie. And she just kind of looks at you. That's Vopal. Hi, Vopal. And he'll kind of turn. You see this little thing perched on his shoulder, turning and looking at you with his little myconid eyes.
Stop the crop. The crop photo. I love it. I love that more than just anything else. That's the best possible way you could have done that photo. Oh, God. Well, it's showtime. Lyrie will kind of like try to step up, like essentially just trying to make it look like it's just Lyrie and Lyrie walking towards them.
Okay. Yeah, everybody kind of stealths back. It's just the two of you approach. As she steps up, the archdruid kind of steps forward into the group. What's this? You've returned. And you've brought a friend. He looks to the rest of the druids. This is all you've brought? I take it you're here to fight. And Lyrie looks up, and she looks at you, and she'll kind of put a hand over. She says, we're not here to fight, necessarily. We could talk. This is Libera. He's the ruler of a new kingdom, and he kind of looks, the archdruid doesn't. He stomps his staff into the ground, and roots kind of thump the ground and shake you a bit. He says, enough! You've been banished from this land. For you to walk back here with an outsider, you're a disgrace. And just an initial persuasion check is needed for him to not attack Libera. So throw me a persuasion with advantage with Lyrie helping.
Could I change it only to an intimidation? Because upon seeing like how like
a
Ruby's
persuasion
kind of
16, an intimidation 18. Yeah,
I'll take it because I was gonna. Well, there is a slight correction there. It's actually our land now. Gonna fucking,
I like it.
Yeah, fuck this guy.
Throw me an intimidation with advantage. 18. 26.
Nice.
Almost a crit. He says, we'll hear you out. If we don't like what you have to say, you won't leave the forest. And the bear kind of growls and steps forward. And gets up. Jupiter, did you come out?
How about that?
Do you come out from stealth? Oh, you're muted.
Sorry, I fucking growled him too, dude.
You come out.
All right,
More
just
people-
come out, growl.
More people step
Gonna-
out. Jupiter comes out up to the bear. He's like, you did bring a fight. And he holds up his staff. Declare your words. You've one thing before. And he looks to his men. Before I run my patience thin.
Well, it's very easy. It's very simple, actually. I'm not here to talk to you at all. I think your leadership here, the state of these lands, show what your leadership has done. You banished this one. Do you know what she's done for the land? Helped kill a dragon, a lich, and someone from the Shadowfell. We fought and killed giants. So while you stay here in the trees, thinking yourself a ruler, I talk not to you, damn it. And he's Liberia's gonna specifically try to like avoid even like looking at the archdruid anymore. He's gonna only talk to like the other
Like,
people.
reach out to the crowd. Yeah.
Yeah. When we take him down, I offer you a friendship, an allyship, a new way. Lyrie should have been your leader. And we're here to prove that. So yes, you could say we're here for a fight. But you're not the one walking out of this damn forest.
Very
If you
cool.
side with him.
So, roll me a advantage persuasion for the other people, and roll me initiative to see who's
I
on
so
your side.
badly want to cast command on him.
We'll see how that goes. An advantage persuasion is a 19. You see that a lot of the druids are murmuring to each other. They seem to want to agree with you, but they're all kind of looking towards him.
Didn't roll with advantage. Hold on, I don't know why it keeps not doing that.
Yeah, just throw a new d20 out, we'll fix it.
Cool, there we go.
And then 13, so we'll up you a little bit here. And I'll say you guys can set up, within the tree line around them, however you guys want to
I'm
be.
squared up with the bear.
Yep, however you guys want to be set up. You three are moved up to the front. Vyrie's up in a tree. Zeph, you find a tree in the back a little bit to stealth up to.
I'm living my best tree life.
I fucking love that you're up in the tree, dog.
I wanted to
I love
cast
that Liberia
command.
wouldn't ever. You've never done this, so like Liberia is not gonna. What the fuck?
I wanted to cast command while you were talking and be like, grovel.
that's horrible.
That's twisted, yeah. I was gonna say, I have a couple of questions for you, Nick, if we get started on this.
We will. You notice, Lyclor, the older druid, he kind of steps back, as if he's on your side with Lyrie. And so that will be a little bit better for you guys in that case. Moonfire will be right where she is in the back here. Valros, you're flying on the carpet, just hovering in the shrubs back there.
I am, yeah, and Trell is invisible right over Vyri's shoulder.
Perfect. And Red, you had a question?
I have a couple. So it looks I can't find my feats on this sheet. Where are they?
They'd be under features at the very bottom if you have feats. If you've updated them recently, they might not be in there.
I was gonna say, I think I need to be resynced then, because I should have a couple. The other question would be,
You should have the free one from level 1, and you should have one from being leveled. Let me check your D&D Beyond. What's the other question?
Because I have them on D&D Beyond, but I don't see them on...
Yeah, I'll re-import you without overriding your inventory.
The other question was, would I have had time to attune to the specific item you gave me?
Yeah. It's been days. Yeah, that only takes an hour. Absolutely.
Just figured it was better for me to ask than to just assume.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. And let's see if that import updated any feats. What's your feats?
Dual wield.
Yep, there's dual wielder. Is that it?
I believe that was all.
Okay.
But it doesn't show on here, so I'll reload real quick.
It's in there now. You might have to reload, but it's in there just as a passive feat. No active ability from it or anything. So just remember that you have it, and let's see if it added. It did add an effect, so that's good.
Did we get a feat at first level?
I thought so. What's our character creation? Let me read it.
Yeah.
Am I dumb? I'm
Free
dumb,
feat at level
guys.
1.
I love you.
Free feat at level 1.
Don't mind me. We're fine.
Do you want to add a feat real quick?
I am. It's fine.
Let me know. I'll add it in. Okay. And Red, roll initiative.
Okay. That leads me to question number 3.
Roll
'Cause I did
initiative, and I'll
actually have
think
to
about
throw it.
answering it.
Just a second. I'm still reloading.
Okay. What's question number 3?
I want to use a feature called Rakish Audacity to give myself a bonus to initiative equal to my charisma.
And that is just, I think, a passive
Yeah,
situation
it's just
here.
passive.
I think that's already the case, bud.
Is it?
Yeah, I think
Because
so.
I don't know how to.
It's already the
check if
case. It's
that's
just a
already in the
passive.
count.
You're all
Okay.
set. That's why you have a +4.
Ah.
I think.
That doesn't make sense because my dex is that high.
No,
anyway.
yeah, your dex a +4. Rakish Audacity. Starting at 3rd level, your confidence and you can give yourself a bonus to your initiative equal to your charisma modifier, so +3. You also gain an additional way to use your sneak attack. You don't need advantage on the attack. Against a creature, if you are within 5 feet of it, no other creature within 5 feet, you don't have disadvantage on the attack roll. Okay, so yeah, so you can do like solo sneak attack. That's fine. So +3 to your initiative, and we'll fix that. You're right. It's not buffing you, but you still haven't rolled initiative. So.
Yep, I just now got back.
There we go, a nat 20. So you're first no matter what. Well, don't worry about it. Top of the round.
So, do we actually go in and fight? Then is this actually a fight?
It's a good question. Jupiter's roaring at a bear. Is there anything you guys want to add?
I mean, Lyrie. Yeah, well, I mean, Lyrie's pretty much just said he doesn't want to kill any of the other druids, but I mean, he knows this is going to be a fight. That was pretty much more of a showboat of just saying, like, if you're going to continue to side with this guy, like, you're going to end up just as dead as he is.
Okay.
But
I just wanted to make
specifically,
sure.
like, out it. Yeah, no, specifically out of it. I mean, you just said you didn't want to kill the other druids.
Because
All right.
these swords are designed to kill people, and I'm like, I would love to not scuttle negotiations by mistake.
Red,
So
the only thing you know right now is that he told you not to kill any other druid but the boss, and they're growling and squaring up like they're gonna at least scuffle. But you're up first. What do you do?
I hold my action. I'm gonna
For
wait for them
an
to
attack?
swing first. Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
gonna wait for one of them to swing first. When they do, I go.
All right. You can hold it for an attack. Lyrie, you're up.
Cool.
Is Moonfire in that initiative? Did she get too far away? Yeah.
Oh, there she is.
There
Okay.
she is, nice and low.
She rolled like shit anyway.
She says, I'll be there in a moment, darling. Just deal with them. Command!
Ah!
He says, who's that up in the tree? That's not a raven. Begone, raven.
How does that work? Could I silvery barb something? I don't really know because I don't know. Is that a weird thing? Like,
No,
like, I don't know that
that's
she's
correct.
up there.
You can silvery barbs. He succeeded. Yeah. She
You
revealed.
heard
even
me
though,
yell
like, I
out
don't-
grovel.
she
I very
breaks-
much
Okay,
was
so it's like
shielding
I see
myself.
her, I can now do it.
She
Okay.
breaks
Mhm.
stealth to do that, so you're fine.
Okay. Yeah, I'll silvery barbs that.
It's not like a stealth arrow. She steps out and goes,
Yeah.
grovel.
Yeah, that's a good point. I guess it's
Yeah.
a verbal. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll silvery barbs that for sure. Then.
All right, so he'll roll a
advantage to
wisdom,
Jupiter as always.
a wisdom saving throw. He's got a +9. That's a critical
Jesus.
hit. He says, "Get out of here with your magic." He bats it away.
He said that stupid ass little cloud. Get out of there.
And so that's your reaction, and we're throwing advantage to Jupiter.
Yeah.
Boom. Oh shit, we're on the ground. You
That's
appear.
not a raven turns into ravens.
That's not a bird up in the tree. No, I'm right behind you.
You appear in between them. That's interesting. Jesus.
As one does.
She'll just shillelagh attack you. Yeah. Oh, you'll have flanking as well. It didn't roll the attack, did it? I'll roll the club attack. Oh, you know what? Let's just reverse that. It might work better this way. Let me put flanking on you for 2. And then let's try quarterstaff. There we go. It misses real bad. I mean, she doesn't have that much. She's going to chill right there. She shillelaghs her weapon and attacks. Vopal just communicates to your minds. Oh no! I get real nervous. I start growing roots. And his roots start to grow onto, like Lord's shoulders. And he will, let's see. He can only fist attack. He's not going to attack. He's just going to hop off. He's got 10 feet of movement. And he's going to hide. No, he'll dash. He runs past Zeph and he goes, ah! And some spores float up into your nose, Zeph. And this little mushroom just kind of hops behind the tree. And he says, I'm a friend. I'm a friend.
He just crop dusted you in mushroom form.
How do you
How do
feel?
The archdruid. Not as happy. He will...
Who's the biggest target? The one standing behind him or the one threatening his position?
Well, he can make 3 attacks with that. That's pretty damn dope, but it's a ranged attack, which would give him disadvantage. So I think he's going to... Oh, that's a bonus action? Oh, that's so dope. He's going to do 3 attacks at disadvantage. What's his staff hit for? Oh, no, he'll just attack you with his big staff. 3 attacks on you.
Cool.
Rather than disadvantage. That's the first one. Do you want to let go of your attacks, Red? Is that why you said cool?
Yes.
Oh, that's not a good roll. A 24 to hit? It hits.
That hits.
Alright, 1 hit on you, and Red, you can do your ready to action.
Bonus action dash.
Ready to action is only to attack. You only readied an attack, not your whole turn. So what you can do is... Yes, yeah, you can't hold a turn. You
You're
can ready...
kidding.
Nope, that's how ready action works. You can ready an action, so an attack. That's what you readied. You can't hold your whole turn. It's not Pathfinder. That would move your, like,
That's
initiative
dumb.
and stuff.
Okay.
That's 5e. So what you have is your attack readied, so you can take a shot.
That's okay. Still hit him
From-
twice.
Not from stealth at the moment, because you
Can
did
I
fail
move?
the perception on him. No. You can ready movement, that's a dash ready.
This is dumb.
And it also uses your reaction to let go of it.
Wait,
It's gonna take me almost 3 turns to recover from that.
you do 2 hits, Nick, or
You can do your extra attack, but he doesn't have extra attack. Or they don't
Okay,
have
okay.
extra attack, so they just have 1
I was
shot.
just-
So,
Okay,
So you can take a shot, Red. And it's not stealth because the stealth failed, so it's his perception's higher.
Then I would have done more on my turn if I knew that I couldn't store the rest of it.
You'll get it next
Okay,
time, bud.
Fine.
We all learn the hard way sometimes.
I'm just gonna shoot him, and I do still have sneak attack.
Go for it. Nah, you
I have an
Yeah,
ally with 5 feet.
Lyrie.
have an ally.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have advantage. Sorry, from the
Yeah,
stealth.
that's fine.
Go ahead.
Uh,
I didn't mean sneak. I meant advantage. That was my mistake.
Trying to make sure I understand right. Nope.
That almost hit the 1. 14 hits. He's just a druid.
He's a weakling.
Well, he's not weak, but he is just a druid. That will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Sure, how do? Okay. Go.
I have to get something ready.
His death?
Would you calm down? You gotta calm down.
Not understanding how to roll a sneak attack again.
Damage for your sneak, I think, is 2d6. I think it says damage at the bottom of it. I don't know. We might have to fix it.
Special 5 feet. Features, there it is.
Yeah, under features, yeah. Should say damage under it. I think it's
3d6.
3d6 for you? Yep. There you go. Solid 13 on top of the 9, 24 damage, or 22 damage. Hang on one
Good hit. Yeah.
second.
Hits him right in the back when he swings at Very.
Here. As you do
What
that,
her name?
let's see. He'll go for sure with this one. His bonus action is to change shape, and he does so into a elemental of a CR 6 or lower. This is a CR 5, so this will go on his initiative, which says bonus action to change shape. He does not do anything except for consume Vyrie square in this case, which is, let me just double check. I don't know if it is. I thought he had something where he could be in your square, but I don't see it now. Fire form, here it is. 5 feet, 1d10. Yeah, it's 1d10. As long as he's in your square. So, perfect. Alright. Lyrie finding herself injured. The damage still afflicting the archdruid, but he changes shape into this new form. I'm just going to move his token up here because he's not in the fight. The elemental is. That's his turn. This druid. He'll cast Entangle. In that area. So everybody within that area needs to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
His DC is 12. It's just a druid. Ooh, an 11. You have advantage.
I'm gonna use I do have advantage?
Yeah, from the silvery barbs. So we'll take that
nice.
off, roll it one more time.
I will be inspiration. For
Oh,
that.
a 0.
0?
A 0?
Oh, didn't really
A
help.
5. Unfortunate. Jupiter, you are not restrained. Libera, you find yourself rooted to the ground. And Lyrie will roll a strength save. A 3. She also finds herself rooted to the ground. Not a bad one for him, honestly. You get an op attack because he's gonna run away, like into the back here.
Oh, cool.
If you want to take that, it is one of the other druids.
We can bring him back to life after, right? I'm not taking it. Libera told us to only hit the 1, and Vyrie listens to him.
I mean, he only said don't kill him.
I'm worried that my mace in 1 hit will kill them.
It was non-lethal.
Oh yeah, I could non-lethally hit him with my mace. Cool.
Rough him up.
But would
Beat the
she?
shit out of him.
Oh, she would. I miss anyway, it's fine.
Do you miss? Yeah, there's no allies nearby. By 1, unfortunately. He's only an 11 to hit. But that misses.
Poop.
So he will run just to back here. He's like, oh fuck, gets out of here. We'll throw your reaction on you. We'll go to Jupiter.
Oh man, I'm thinking what I really want to do here, but I think I'm gonna commit to it.
And you already saved, so it's just difficult terrain to get through this.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the flame. I see Lyrie, the leader, being, maybe
Oh, I hit one
potentially
of his
burned.
guys.
and
Hey, he made it.
I'm gonna cast banishment,
Oh, interesting.
and you're gonna see me like hold my hands out. I imagine there's like this swirling maelstrom above his head, and he's beginning to almost get like sucked away into this. I guess it's a demi-plane. Now you and the DM know maybe some other stuff possibly if he's not native to this plane. I don't know that, but
Yeah, you hear like a pop noise as he disappears, signaling that he is not native to this plane.
oh, because there's a fire.
Potentially because he's a fire elemental. Roll me an Arcana check.
Yo, bro, I didn't even think about that. I'm not
With a +1.
You're not the most
Oh
arcane
wait, no,
knowledge.
you don't get a +1. You
Well, he has to
didn't
hold it
eat
for a minute,
the
though,
rice
right?
and nuts.
Oh, you didn't eat it.
Yeah.
An 8, yeah. So
Actually,
he does pop, which does signify this is not his home plane. However, you don't know much more beyond that. But yeah, anything else on your turn?
I am. Yeah, I can't break the
Yeah,
concentration.
okay.
I'm thinking I might. I'm gonna stay right there and end my turn.
Okay.
I'll take it. A banishment on the boss.
Can you
It's not
proof the fire elemental?
Right. I had something planned, but he's no longer there.
I would also be like, kind of saying like we could take advantage of this, regroup, take down service.
So
These
he
people.
disappears. So let me read this.
Your leader is gone.
If
Target is banished
Drinking-
for the faint popping noises, so he does pop, returning to
Pop.
his home plane. If the spell ends before 1 minute has passed, he reappears. If you hold
Leave.
this for a minute, he's gone.
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 God.
Do you stay where you're at?
I know I shouldn't, but I can't leave Liberia.
Okay.
My boys had branched up.
I mean, it's nothing wrong with where you're at. Just
Still
asking.
holding hands.
The vines.
Valros, you're up.
All
Lyrie
right.
and Lyrie are stuck holding hands.
The roots have
I'm
like
sure they
been
hate
wrapped
that.
around their
Oh, yeah.
hands.
I'm sure they hate that.
On his flying carpet, he's gonna jet up, get some height on the situation, get up to about 50 feet. I was going to do something to that boss, but he's gone. Damn it. All right.
Yeah, he's gone. Just druids around now. They don't look happy about the fact that he's gone either.
Yeah. First thing that Valros is going to do, he's going to zoom up, and when he gets to the top on his carpet, he's going to get scary looking. Go to Form of Dread. And how many points does that give me?
D10 plus 3. Beautiful. 5.
So 5.
You hover up
5.
50 feet on your carpet. You transform. We haven't set up your
Just
image
come
yet,
out of the
but-
cuts.
Yo, let me hear the
That's-
voice, Faros.
That's what I'm
And
saying. bro.
then,
You come out
uh,
of the trees.
Yeah, at the top of the trees, he looks dreadful and looks down and he says, let me see, Form of Dread. That's a bonus action, right? Perfect.
I love
And
carpet.
he's going to look down and say, "Now you can't see anything." And he's going to cast darkness
Beautiful.
on. Let me get the template here. I think that'll get all of them and none of us.
Last thing they saw was their boss
yeah.
disappear before darkness.
It goes pitch black around all of them and the bear. That's pretty dope.
Nico, where are we?
Boss?
And that'll be my turn.
Damn, so that's everybody except for the one that took your side. Lyrie's gonna shout a persuasion check. She's just gonna shout, stand down! He's already gone! We've already won! This is our forest! And you're all welcome to stay in it with us. We'll go back to the way it used to be. And as she says that, not that many people listen. Some of them are shouting and panicking in the darkness. One of them yelling, "Where did he go? I don't know. I just heard a pop. It was like when you go too high on a mountain and your ears just kind of pop. It was awful." And they were just freaking out in the darkness. They don't listen though, unfortunate with a 12. Libera.
Oh man.
Oh, did we skip? No, that druid moved. Okay, good.
All right. Can I? Because apparently, the out of character me doesn't remember this.
Mm-hmm.
Would I know? Does charms or anything like that work on elves specifically?
They are. Let me see. Are elves
Genuinely don't even
immune?
remember, so
I
it's
think
fine.
they have
I don't really
advantage
wanna wait.
on
They're
sleep.
resistant,
Yeah, they have
so,
advantage
yeah.
on charm.
We have advantage on them.
You know what? I'm still gonna do that then. That's fine. I'm gonna yell out, like, kind of seeing them, kind of not like really listening to her. I'm just gonna like shout out, "You will listen to your new queen." I'm gonna, I'm gonna do calm emotions as
Bow.
Within a 20-foot area, yeah, that whole darkness area, you just calm emotions on them. What do they have to roll here? So they have advantage charisma saves to make. Lyrie, you better calm the hell down too.
Chill out, Lyrie.
No, this isn't my choice. I don't have to pick it.
What is it?
You're just like, I don't want to fight anybody, man.
Yeah.
What save? Charisma?
Oh my
Oh.
god.
You don't have to do it, Barry. Oh, baby, come on.
That is not good. Everyone failed. Everyone well, it's not good for them, but it's really good for us because I'm just gonna put this away. I'm just gonna put all this away.
Oh, baby, the minute go by. Come
It's
on,
up
that's
to
what I was
you at
hoping
this
for.
point because now the druids, as the darkness has swelled over them, the Lyrie shouting out these orders and you standing up and calming the group. With all of them failing on that, with the immediate failure of the banishment, I mean, he's gone.
Yo, did I send him? Where?
I
fuck
can't
did he
tell you
go?
because you didn't succeed on the check.
Yeah.
But
Sent
he's
that
gone.
boy to the plane of fire, baby. Stop.
He's gonna come back. He's like, nah.
Everybody else that is proficient in Arcana or anything of the such can roll an Arcana check. On
I might
that
ask
situation.
someone what happened. Where did he go?
21!
Lift the darkness. Put your
Lyrie,
weapons down.
especially after eating that rice and nut pudding. Additional there was a lot of Arcana checks actually. Now that I think about it, after the rice and nut pudding. Lyrie, you know,
It's all coming together.
it is. You know, that it's not about the elemental form. You don't think he's in the plane of fire, but that would mean that he's not from here. Your immediate thought would be some type of imposter, but as long as he stays banished for a minute, we might never find out.
I love it.
I kind of
banishing
want
him.
you to drop it, Jupiter. I want to know where he's from.
The other
drop
druids
it. What are you
calm
talking
down. They'll
about?
start to come over to Lyrie at
I don't
this
even-
point. The
Never.
groups
Are you
fade.
serious?
The restraints
He's-
fade.
I drop the darkness.
It's not from him being in his form. If we were to banish Lyrie and she was in an elemental form, she wouldn't end up going to the plane of fire. It's either he's an imposter or he's from another realm.
You hear that? Only more reason to not follow him.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep him gone.
What?
Bringing him back, he'll try to kill us.
Bring
Boy,
him
about
back.
to be
We'll
the-
reroll
Boy, about to be
initiative.
the new
Super-
supervillain,
I want
baby.
to know why.
You
Add him
No,
up there
he-
with Envor, people who want to
Yeah.
kill us.
Yeah, we fucking
We
did
banished
throw him out of
blood.
snake. We knock him down. All
You
right.
may
We
have
banished
skipped
to
a
lands
boss fight.
unknown.
It's up to all of you.
Wait, he did
Oh,
bleed
yeah,
a
I'm
little.
I listen. I love it. I
mean,
love. I've been
I
banished.
would love to fight him because I want to show off what she can do.
What is
but
the 27 perception for?
Red hurt him.
Yes.
Oh.
I want to collect his blood.
How much blood do you need for this? What's the spell say?
I'm the blood god.
Blood god.
Let's read it.
Blood
It's-
God.
Let me taste his blood, Nick.
We need to know how much blood you need, if this is reasonable or not.
I guess the question comes of when did I hit him? Did
A
I hit
blood
him when he...
sample.
When he was in his form.
It just says a sample.
It just says a sample. Oh, you fucking. Oh, you got a crit. I can't say no. I can't say no. You have his blood. That's pretty cool. You also notice something quite interesting. It's black, immediately turning black. It's definitely demonic of some sort.
I immediately go over to Libera and I show him my new blood vial.
Oh, you collecting. What did you find?
Why is it black?
I have no idea. My blood is still red.
This
Oh.
isn't your blood. It's his blood.
I understand. I'm just saying I have no goddamn idea.
Could
normal.
could Valros make a check on that? Because he's
Nature
Lyrie.
check. Yeah.
Lyrie,
okay.
is it normal for druids to have a different colored blood?
No, I've got no idea.
She looks around at the other druids. He was from a different circle.
He might be from a different plane.
I'm so close to another 20.
I'll throw a nature check for her too. Hey, a 22. She says, black blood. He could have been a demon or a devil of some sort. Definitely not from our plane. Probably not sent to the Feywild if that's his blood.
How long has he been the leader of this circle? For
When I was younger, like 80 years ago, he showed up.
80 years ago?
Yeah, I was like 40 or 30 or something.
Oh wow, my dear, I do hear that.
She says,
What do I roll to try to not react
Oh.
to that?
roll
What do I roll?
a performance or a deception, and she says, oh, no, well, you could always get, like potions of longevity or something. How long
If
do
you
air
beat my
genasi
deception,
live?
you know that really bothered him. He's really trying. He's trying to stone
She's
face
gonna roll an
it.
insight check. She says, it's. We could talk about it later. We have a lot of money. You could live long.
That's fine. Why is everyone looking at me? I don't care. It's
We'll talk about it later.
Lyrie,
why is there a talk?
take
Anyways,
your
what about the blood? Damn it!
It's black.
It's black. I've never seen black blood.
What are the other druids doing?
They have at this point kind of like gathered around Lyrie, and they're talking with her, concerned about the situation and the blood as well, I would say. The archdruid, I'm gonna just delete him. But they all kind of gather. They're all at this point on your side. They've calmed. And they're also under the effect of calm emotion, so like they're very much like, that's wild. He was here this whole time with black blood.
Lyrie is your leader now.
And she
You
just
will
looks at them
respect
and
her.
she shakes her head and she's like, they're like
only
super
for a-
chill right now.
It's
Did
like for a
he-
minute. So
That's
I mean,
the same
I
reason
imagine like
why.
with that revelation came out. I mean, it
Did he
drops.
drop his
start
staff
to
at all,
fade.
or does he take it with him?
everything
I
goes
think
with
he
him.
took all of his equipment with him too.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why Lyrie just said, I'm fine, to, like, them saying, like, she's injured. She's under calm emotions, too. So
I
she's
never
just like,
casted it on you.
It.
I
Yeah.
rolled and I failed.
Yeah.
I'm calm emotions.
Well, it fades. Lyrie looks over. Oh, he actually burnt you pretty bad. And she'll reach out and I'll throw some healing on you.
It was actually the staff that hurt more.
Oh.
She doesn't. She says she's fine.
Well,
I mean, I can hurt myself, too.
she's not fine. And she reaches out. Let's see. And we'll do
Well
2
done.
heals.
I don't know where we sent him, but
Jesus, she'll do 3. With these rolls.
The way he's gone.
we've gained more allies.
Wanted to hit him harder.
If he is a demon or a fiend or something, wouldn't he go to the plains of hell?
Yeah, the Abyss or
Should I do it or are you
Baylor?
gonna do it, brother?
You.
To hell with him.
Lyrie laughs.
You can tell that's like weirdly like Liberia's favorite joke. Like no one's ever really laughed at. Oh, fine. I get a tough crowd. I'm not a bard. Sorry.
Moonfire says, so... why were you protecting this anyway? And one of the older druids with the small myconid on his shoulder, he says, oh... back when Lyrie was just a child, her parents ruled this grove. There was a temple. It leads easy to find. You simply follow the river of blood. An ancient place. What we know is little of it, but the lore of it read that showed the temple be disturbed, and the heart stop beating. Then again the plague would return. I don't know much of what the plague is, but our people were rather... let's just say they set precautions up that have lasted thousands of years. Moonfire would look around. Well, wouldn't hurt to take a look.
Admittedly, that is why we're here. But as a second point, you all are welcome. You'll find we share many values with the way you live. You don't have to just live in trees to be a part of nature.
And we're building a kingdom with druids and the kobolds and... did we recruit goblins? I don't even remember.
Just the one.
The hobgoblin. We killed the rest. We killed the rest. I mean...
Well, I mean, there's children and
I
stuff,
didn't mean to
maybe
say
they-
that out loud. I'm new at this.
To clarify, there wasn't any children there. Now I just realized the half information's kind of...
It's hard to tell with goblins. Anyway, they're just goblins. She said that like 8 times.
Really racist towards.
And since you're starting a new chapter in your druidic affairs, maybe you should consider which god best represents this new period in your druidic practice. And my suggestion is to look no further than the morning himself, Lathander.
You know, you've been...
a disadvantage persuasion, Zeph. You have to try, man. You gotta try. Give it to me.
That's ridiculous. How do I roll against him?
He's already got disadvantage.
I'm just kidding. Shoot your shot, big boy.
Oh, that's not even bad. A 13. You see, Carmiar says, Lathander, that's the light god, isn't it? And Elimar says, "It's a human god. Don't listen to the dragonborn. You just met him. We've talked about this in Strangers." He starts to like scold her.
Or, I mean, your
You just
second,
met
most,
him.
your most strongest druid, perhaps.
I'm gonna look at like Lyrie, like why the fuck, like give her that look of like, yo, you're not gonna like speak up right now.
Actually, we're followers of Maliki Zeph. We're going back to Maliki, everyone. I hope that's all right. We're gonna rebuild the
Maliki.
forest with the
Anyone
circle.
have any problems?
But the town, it has a temple to Sylvanas. The brothers here are both Sylvanas followers, and he's blessed our town, so we need more druids, and we'll protect the forest. We'll protect the forest, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
To clarify,
I cut a man's hand off protecting this exact forest, so
Oh yeah, we
I
got
think
rid of
that
the
will tell you
loggers.
how committed I am.
They all look quite happy at that information being shared.
Yeah.
Just because there's not a temple for your god, doesn't mean there can't be one. The great city that we came from, when our journey began, had a temple. Sylvanas and Miliki shared grounds that they both tended to.
We
Separate, but together.
We accept your offers, but we fear the encroaching giants of this land. What their purpose might be. Should you protect the forest, I fear you'll find yourself answering to the giants soon enough. The archdruid protected us with his magics, but I don't think
You
we'll
ever
be able
kill
to
a giant?
sustain it. We have only fought and scared some off.
We've only fought and killed many.
And Lyrie leans in and she asks, "What happened to?" And she says a really long name that's like Relthalinkalila, and it's very hard to understand. And you recognize it as Draconic, Seth. And she says, "I don't see her here. I don't see her anywhere." And he says, "I'm afraid our guardian has left us some time ago. No one knows where she went." And Lyrie looks a bit concerned at that.
This is someone you care for, a friend.
Oh, she's thousands of years old. An ancient gold dragon. She protected the forest. Used to. I was just asking what happened. But it seems that she's gone.
You know, of course it's always of your wish, but you did never talk to Maliki at the altar. Things don't have to stay the same if this is something that you care about. You could always do it.
Should
It's your
we
god.
return to the caverns?
That's your choice.
It's
Your god.
It's a bit of
Your
ways
ask.
out of the way. I guess we could take the airship.
Just a reminder, a thought. You didn't have anything you really truly wanted before.
She looks around and roll me an insight, Libera. You see kind of a look that you haven't seen on Lyrie's face before. She's always seemed like she's had this bit of depression, something kind of holding her back. It's almost like a weight's been lifted off of her shoulders. She looks pretty content and happy. And she says, "I have something to fight for and do. We have to protect them and this forest together." Maybe we should talk to Maliki.
We'll add it to the list. Shouldn't be hard to make our way there eventually.
And now, also Jupiter, you put on the mask. The bear. You have. I think, does it give you advantage on animal handling? Or what's it give you again? Animal friendship.
I think
right?
yeah, just let's me do the animal friendship.
What does that read? I forget.
Look it up.
Crawler.
Animal friendship. Let's take a look. Wisdom save or be charmed. Oh, interesting. Okay, I'll throw it for the bear real quick. We'll just see. I mean, he's already at the baseline, like, friendly, but we'll just see whether or not he's, like...
Yeah, it was just like silly RP.
Yeah.
Just
I just want to see.
Turns into like
17. He's like kind of friendly, but you can tell that this bear is like well trained as a defender. He lets you pet him and stuff, but not overly into outsiders.
No ear
He
scritches.
kind of growls at first, like you're able to pet him, you're able to get near him and calm him down a bit, but you think without the mask, you'd question it. But with that, do we want to keep going or end here, or keep moving on for the
I
night?
think this is a good spot to end it. I think
It's a good ending spot. I would ask before we end, what's our direction for next week so I can have it prepped?
I mean, we're here, right? So we were trying to help out the Moonfire.
We're right here,
yeah, I would say continue.
so that hex is cleared as well.
I don't see why we wouldn't try to continue what we were doing for Moonfire then.
Other than the plague.
That completed Moonfire's quest. Once we, I'm sorry, we're already here.
Well, the heart. We're trying to get the heart.
No, I'm
yeah.
sorry. Are we going to the heart? It's on this hex still. We didn't finish this hex.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like,
Yeah,
so we dealt with the druids and stuff because I know that
my
was the same
mind
thing.
blanked. We did not finish this hex. There's a temple and a heart. Do we head to that?
I don't see
Yeah.
why we can't. Yeah.
Probably, but we'll have to
Yeah.
think about that some because there's a plague involved, and that's not good.
I mean, we're here. What plague?
They mentioned a plague with the heart being. The old man said there's a plague released if the heart is.
Plague schmeg, you know.
Plague
It's the-
schmeg. Plague schmeg.
It's the old saying.
Let me find this
Didn't we
here.
just promise to protect them?
Put you guys on this map. I'm at least going to show you, because you guys can approach the temple, and then you guys can decide what to do, but I think this is a good leaving off spot. So it's pitch black in here for the most part, so you'll need torches, and I'm going to give you some descriptive text as you guys kind of approach. You make your way north through the copse of trees, and you see a clearing, a mound of earth, and a river of blood flowing down and around it, kind of in a circular pattern down the mound, and down side rivers cutting through, that has kind of worn into earth over time, just with the flow of the river. You can tell it's not a natural river, but the blood has flown and caused river kind of engravements into the mound. There's a temple on top made of a pinkish marble, and you also see that it's not just a temple, it's like the back of a body, like a huge stone corpse. And you guys can all roll history checks. But what you see is this river is pouring out of almost like an entryway to the temple door that's been carved in. And I'm going to end on this scene here, where you guys are inside of the temple. And Valros, I love that you rolled a nat 20 on this. I'm going to light up a torch just for somebody to have
Sometimes
light
the
here.
dice just tell a story.
How do I roll disadvantage?
Hold control.
Hold control for disadvantage, but...
Valros would be the creepy motherfucker to know.
Well, Valros, you were actually studying some stuff on this with Omvor. Something that you note is that one of the spells you had been working on that he used you as the spellcaster for, and he was trying to perfect, it involved some hearts, some living hearts in the process of the spellcasting, and it was some type of eternal life spell. It just didn't seem to work right. But something that you recall in some of the books studying this topic is the tales of Kars and Karsus's folly. The man who thought he could be a god. You recognize the temple. This is his corpse. This is him. The temple door's been carved to the inside of him. As you enter, it's nothing but a large stone man on the ground, and you're in this huge, carved-out temple inside of that huge stone. This stone is pink because it is his flesh. The river is fresh blood.
Oh no.
As you make your way forward, you
This
all
is a damn
spot, and I'm just
plague.
going to share the light just so you can see it, although without light, you guys actually don't see this. So really just those with dark vision or as candles light it up, this is the scene that we leave off on. You see a huge beating heart suspended in the center of the temple. Blood drains out of it and fills these channels around it that then pour down the doorway. Worse than that, the fact that it is beating, there are these creatures devouring it, chomping on it, and eating it. They look like sunflower creatures with strange mouths and claws. They float and move and have tentacles. You guys can all roll nature checks. This is a 22 DC.
Hey.
23. Fiery. Perhaps one of the Red Wizards spoke of them, some ancient creatures. They are known as Faerûm. They are an arcane creature that seeked out the arcane magics of the Netherese Empire. And they are devouring this heart. They won't stop chewing on it, and you notice that it is regrowing. They're keeping it at bay. But we'll leave off on that. And we'll pick up next week, right here. Also, Zeph, you need to be added to the map there, buddy. Let's put your token on there.
I need to play way more frontline.
Let's add Zeph. I don't see you. There you go. Oh, you still don't have any vision. There you go. But that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody that checked in on the stream. Attuned to the stream. I play way too much Smite. Thank
No,
you
keep
for
that.
attuning, my friends. You've spent the hour. You are now attuned.
You spent the entire time attuning.
You know all of my properties. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.
You have been attuned.